ot akosto torokuaka, istakakorok ata, erat akorok, otorok antaka, itorok antakarak, itorok, astatarak akorok now. Hello everybody. One more week of light languages. We are in the week 99. I'm Ismael Rodriguez, and we are gonna start with some blessings. And the first in the screen is Brother Wesley. So let's go ahead with the blessings, and we will continue with some meditation and intention, positive intentions for anyone here in the group or for humanity in general. Brother, whenever you like.
Super. So thanks, Ismail, for organizing a whole lot. And I wish everybody was watching, everybody was here. Yeah, the most unfolding of whatever's going to come true. Kia satana nini akua hua satani mahu ni akatua pa umba ni asua hua kie na ua tane aua sen mai akaua o ia tau mai mahua sae kie atua ku akati asua mai akaua Vai aku atai uasa saya kana ni hua saya mai aku ai atau kana kia uasa aku ata te mai awa uasa ata nua ni akanua yata uasa ya siwa yata ua kana kia wa hua saya naya kia hua yata si yata hua tai akuna yata piwa saya si awai akai aku ata tui akua hua saya kania Paua yata ni aku ata kioko hiata huasata huasata iua yakuna kiua tania hua taia kaua huata kinia Wa suna yakumba kumba yakanu yata uasa su akana yata kiwa taiwa taiwa tanua kuna wea to akanu weata sani mai yakua ta mba yata wati yakua Wasata uyakana mayata neyowa tawa teyowa tayakine yowa suka nayukowa yowa tania niyoma mayiwa suka pasuka nayiwa taya mayaka wata tuwayaka nuwayata tayata masuka tayata pawata Tiowata, Kiniwa, Uasa, na Uayata, Tuyata, Maya Tuata, Kuyata, Uasata, Kuyata. Thanks very much. Tiwata, Tonuea, Uasata, Uatie.
Wanaka. Vladimir.
Koyuaka, Tuyaha.
Thank you, Wesley.
Thank you, Wesley. Yes.
Kuriasana, Kuriasana, Turuya, Turuya, Tukiana, Turiasana, Turiasana, Karasui, Turuya, Karasui, Turuya, Turiana, Karasui, Turuya, Turiana, Karaseu, Turuya, Turuya, Kuriana, Karaseu, Karaseu, Turuya, Karaseu, Turuya, Turiana, Taraseu, Turiana, Taraseu, Taraseu, Kuruya, Taraseu, Kuruya, Kuriana, Taraseu, Kuriana, Karaseu, Kuruya, Tariana, Tarui, Tariana, Tarui, Turiana, Kareu, Kareu, Turuya, Kareu, Turuya, Turiana, Taraseu, Taraseu, Turuya, Taraseu, Turuya, Kuriana, Kuriana, Kareu, Kuriana, Kareu, Turuya, Turuya, Turiana, Karaseu, Turuya, Karaseu, Turiana, Turiana, Karaseu, Karaseu, Turuya, Turuseu, Turiana, Turiana, Karaseu, Karaseu, Turuya, Turuya, Turuseu, Karanuya, Karaseu, Kuruya, Karaseu, Kuruya, Turiana, Taraseu, Kuruya, Taraseu, Kuriana, Karaseu, Karasea, Tarasea, Kuruneu, Kuruya, Kuruneu, Kuruya, Turiana, Karaseu, Turuya, Karaseu, Turiana, Turiana, Raseu, Kuruya, Raseu, Kuruya, Raseu, Kuriana, Raseu, Kuriana, Tareu, Turuya, Tareu, Turuya, Turiana, Karaseu, Turiana, Karaseu, Turia, Tarui, Kuruya, Turiana, Karaseu, Turiana, Karaseu, Turuya, Turnuya, Karaneu, Kuruya, Karaneu, Kuruya, Turiana, Taraseu, Kuruya, Taraseu, Kuriana, Karaseu, Turiana, Karui, Turuya, Karui, Turuya, Turiana, Tareu, Turuya, Tareu, Turuya, Kuriana, Taraseu, 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 Taraseu. Blessings. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Melissa.
Thank you. That was lovely. Yanatashukuma renatashukuma yanatashukuma yakashukoremi yanatashukuma e akora no toshuki niti natayo shukomaya e akora natasha kamaini tia shuko tia tayo koro no toshuko e anatashiki mini tia tore nitishiki anatashukumore e anatashukumaya natasha kayi no toya maranata e anato kore nitishiki nata shukumoyana e anata toya no tayo totoya renata Kamea kaya no tomia e a koro no toya ni tishike natasha nataya no toya e a koro no toya mia natasha kaya no shukumora e a natayo koro maya natasha ki anatasha komayana e natayo no toya natasha koya no toshu koya e aya natasha kora no toshu koya nishiniti anatasha kora e anataya mora natasha ko nataya nete e akoro no tosho ko e nitishi niti anatasha ko maya e anatasha ko maya kaya no tosho maya natasha kaya no toya e anatosho ko natasha tia natasha ko maya e anatasha ko maya natishi kia no toya moya na e a kayo no tora na tata e te a tata e toi e te a kosho ko e mia nata e a kora natasha mata e ni tishi kia aro no tosho maya ki anatasha koya e aro no toya mia tata e natasha ko maya e a kora natasha ko me ni titi ara natasha ko e mashaka e a natasha ko e shiniti a shukomora natasha kaya kosho koya e kosho no toya natasha ko maya nete a shakaya nete shukomo ya natasha ka e a kosho moya nete shiki nete a moya natasha ka e a koro no toshimiya e a natasha ko maya kashakaya no tosho koya shaka. Thank you.
Lisa, where do you feel these light languages come from?
Mother Mary.
It's more from the pixies.
More from the pixies, you think?
No, I don't think. We found out and you will see in the
In
video.
the video. Yeah, okay. The pixie babies.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, love. And now, Alana.
Ayati sikaya ta kuliania satatia ta hiala kamuliarta sitala. Mialati asatili ta satishira te sieta patura satapat. Lemoria satatira hahila ta himura. Kilosi tarakashitia. Lemori sata salira kaliapula. Miala kasitari. Tialikara parupi setia tisia. Muarita sapiu pusheta kiara, miara musira kala miara. Patia satikapu yara kiti palia papia tia satiara, diara putia sata chichati, palasita paria pupuchita tia tikiara, pudasa patia pukura patasita kiara patita tita, hira sapatori data, hiata kahiata. Chiarati sapadeta kratatita, divina, satiti paracatatina, purtu shakatikina, caradi satakita paracatitira, katakita katakia, frio sopore katakia, shakrita katiskati. Ita kakita kayata kate. Gidi buru butikini giade. Gidi gidi bizi. Dabi. Iya bada gidi bizi bidi 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 bidi. Easy gidi 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 gidi. Gara gada gada gidi bidi gyubuja gada gada gada. Gia da gada gada gabuda gada gadida. Gia zagada badida gada baduzi gada gadida. Gia da gada baduza gada gadida. Gia laga balapa da gavikia jubuduvra. Gadizi gava da gufra da katakisha gisha gaduvra da kisa kalipa. Ijali ratatiro. Pura pita sa jatila. Salistia itakatitita kalapalipu pusiti kalapiopu. Kia puria satira. Salista itakatikila palakitita satiki. Sabi pusho tu pura katia pakpui pakyata kikia. Oh, Kaliania, Kalinia, Tasakili, la Kaliomoli, Rotosomi, alla mili, la Calamili, lo mori. Madra Mary, la Sakaritita, Sarakatachishi, la Kalahili. Marasa takilili, amura tatatila. Murisa takili, la malu, lili satira. Kasatira satapushi, ratakalili. Tetira, karakatitira, sakatakira, murasa tatira, kiara mora siti sarita kalaliti na muri. Sadari, sari. O mia sentiorare risandori es amore. Oris indeed is entrari recibirari. He is a fraud in stridari ro frorori rasirari. Holy rari Orirasiti Marirarisa Florida Ris Moria Risori Risomori Who is attending is Morian Heights if you wrote is Daddy Brody is Daddy Brody is Daddy Brody Fruit is the root of the Frody daddy, frody daddy, frody daddy, fro. Fraud is indeed a pretty friend, holy madre. So love Moria. Lomo sari yentari rumo. Siati sati shatakari la sitari la satira. Yata satira satira katatira sector 991376075765176176. 39 76 390 110 11 12 69 78 107 Klasita kratika barakilia Klasati kiara karabushia rakadadilia Mulari rakadadilia ratati sector 9 Karasi karakadadishia rakramulira Kalitus puti karakati 777 Krisata kiara kabushi karakatekilia Soul sisters akarakatilia Kushi karakatilia Soul brothers akarakatilia rakatilia Soul serakatilia rakatilia Shia lakamarikili rakasitilia Murasi takrakatilia rakatushi barkatila Holy rakatili la molochi sarakaribi rasatalili ra halomi rakasatili ra rakariri rakariri rasararoli ra tarili la sataroli rasabaroli sararoli siroli asararoli siroli mofraroli risilia iatila Meoli gratissimo, sorisciu fololomi casadili ratati, la siri sikirala, marista passionisti o ratitisti cadito, comuti sacalaliti na cararita caiti, caiani saculi la casuntai, carassa casinti la casunti caragiaca, chiata casunti casciucchi a calamiki o mucchi. Amo la moakalamia satia shali, kiamo akalashia sama aki, kiala kiama kiashasia, yakalo mia kiasia kea, heia, eo seo sheia, keo melakua hea sea, heo, eo so shea, keo melakio sa shea folashi, keo mea, fulasia moatuasea Kia keo, moakea, fuwafula, rara beating heart, kurasakia, mo o kaea, kuasabira, mo o katea, kumasubira, yo o katea, kubasabira, yo katea, kubasayo, isakolea, kuasa isakolea. Mo ikila e tia salikiara morea kiara moseara siaria kretiata koro sayata kiara oseata kala iriara mo que yo iriara kaze yauta a kazuriara iara kasaria sharia moa kiara rosia retiara kiara siara Chiara Molli, era Carici, era Crita. Tiara cara rutto sareata Kalili, Cabenza Sakilia. Sasia. Hiaratasia, Huashi, Calissimo, Palarissi, Carissia, Parissi, Calamea, Harassa, Samaxmen, Zassiriariti, Camulira, Saparilira, Satasostis, Carassistimo, Rossa, Talissia, Mora, Safristo, Moshira, Calalitiara, Chiara More, Chiara Sashiri, Chiara mori resta solo resta caliti era carasili ratita. Comusa ratatarasha yanya, carasa takayanya. Yatasa anya rakashina datili era mutata siti, kalirie moto sadishe barakala. Kabala, kamuli kalamili. Kabali la kamili la kamoli. La moli la calamori era satili. La siri shamore. Kalisi data da tishkra. Omori sakala ore, kalishimo kara ore, kalamore sakaturi rashakatori ma, isakatili ra matushita la love and la love, la luli la love, l'amore ra sakatili l'amore, alasha rakatiri amore ra saka love, la sitiri kodomodoshi, kalissimo tokira kasatiti. Ah, thank you. Kasakashiti, Krasissimo Sotoli, Karasatiri Sakarisi, Kalusi Marakariti, Karisi Karakarisi Tarayamori, Sasishi Mori Kayitali, Kiati, Morasti Patisi Sector 1, 2379, 79076, 543 791, 89 89 89 39197, 1012. 89 89 89 69 712 89 89 89 12 12 12 333 777 111 222 1111 999 Pura satakili rakatatitia rasatatila Mura kasa Ida kasa Mura Atila Arisi Iata siata sushi karatisika la mia kakata usrata karissa. Kiali, Chiara Marossi, Taratiata, Iata Mori Sakaliri, Ata Sakampruti, Sikira Satatila, Chiara Mohli la Sakatiria, Sipresi Kili, Yamala la Palilia, Palali, Samuri, Celestia, la Caritida, Mirosa Tata, Kira Sabrinti, Sikiare. Mula Hisakabilila, Muri Sakirati, Tasapushi Karetita, Darisi Soma Chekasiti, Karasata Kirata, Karasamuti Shifiata, Pura Sakata Karati Sakia Puya, Yata Sakia Pusha Puya, Yata Muya Sakiati, Sagratumu, gratuisi musica liante, caliante muase calienti, cruza. Mwah, 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 safura, sakilamura, hira safuri.
Thank you so much, Alana. Thank you so much. Wow. Powerful. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
How did you feel, Stephen? Are the light languages coming through?
I felt
sorry.
a range of different languages coming through. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were asking me a question.
Stephen, yes. Thank you, Alana.
Oh, sorry. No, you said my birth number and soul number 89 3 times.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But before that, I kind of felt you, and then I reminded myself I'd not got my heart going. Yeah. So I did some breathing, and I got my heart going. And then as soon as I kind of did that, it kind of felt like it unlocked that, and those sequence of numbers came up. Not the first one. I didn't get the first one, but the second sequence of numbers. There was other ones around there which just going ping, ping, ping.
We will comment more later on when we come to the after the grounding exercise. So please keep your comments. If you want to say something, write it down so that you don't forget. And then we will come to a moment that we can share all what we felt, and that's gonna be really interesting. It's really cool. And yeah, Stephen, your light languages are coming through or still not?
No.
No? Okay. Activation later on. Remind me to do the activation so that we can do it all together. Yeah, they are much more powerful. Only you wish to have one. If you feel like having one, we will do one for you all together. Yeah, we will do also for Jamie and for GW. Luis, would you like to do a blessing with light languages? How do you feel?
I feel like sending good energy.
Cool. Cool. Do as you wish.
Ananta ye, so anta ye, no anta ye, ho, wanta ka hiya ka haya, ho ka ye, he, 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 ho, ananta ka he, he. Ho, takahi, kahi, kai, ku, takahi, ku, u. Wantakasa takai koan takai koan nakasa. Koye ana siaka hua. Iaka so. Toia. Chu, chu. Blessings.
Blessings. Thank you, brother. Takwa tawatana ishwana. So wonderful. Thank you. So nice. So now let's, I'm gonna do my blessing, and then let's take this opportunity also to take some deep breaths and do this meditation. And this meditation, what we are going to do is to anchor our energy to planet Earth. So we will imagine a wonderful column of light, golden, coming from the universe, going through our crown chakra, filling up all our body. And then once that our body is all filled with this wonderful golden energy, we send it to the center of Mother Earth, and we visualize how we are creating this divine circuitry, connecting the whole cosmos with Mother Earth, and we being like a link, this divine link that we are downloading, connecting energies to our Mother Earth. But before, if Sister Erin wants to say a blessing, we are gonna let her say her blessing, and then I will continue with the meditation. Hello, Erin. Welcome. If you feel like doing a blessing, you just came on time. Your microphone is off at this moment.
Oh, thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm just trying to find a place to do this.
All right.
Is that okay? How are you?
Yeah,
guys?
of course. Very good, very good.
Okay.
So we are just about to do the final blessings, and we are going to proceed with a grounding meditation.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm just gonna get in my car if that's okay. I'm out camping. Just give me one moment.
All right.
Okay, so whenever you're ready, am I okay? Okay,
Go ahead.
you.
Go ahead.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here. Shatraya no osatali ikreya sotawe shatali imawe talikre. Su umala to eshekrai io sato ima awele. Kri ayu otawe shati ama awele kri. Su uwe shatrai ama awe shekri ayu satai imawe. Si ale ekri ayu sotu ima awere ere. Su u shakri ayu uma ala tushe su shakali itre. Sutro imala tro shakri ayu mala ala tushe. Sai imala ala tru ekri ayu usaweshe. Sa imawele ele. Kri ayu usatama ala tushe tu uma. Su umawe tre ayu utro sakre. Kri aimawe shakri ayu uta. Shatro maya. Kri ayu otrayo umawe se kri ayu otro. Shatro mawe. Kri aisa. Shu sayotoe. Kri ayu o setro
Thank you, Erin. Thank you so much. Wonderful. So let's start with the meditation. Then we start by taking some deep breaths. When we inhale, we visualize how this energy, golden energy coming from the cosmos, from the universe, comes through our crown chakra. And when we exhale, we send this love and energy to Mother Earth. So let's start taking these deep breaths. When we exhale, we can also take the opportunity to send any tension, any problem, any worries, any pain. We send it also to the center of Mother Earth, and we visualize in the center of Mother Earth how it dissolves, how it becomes magma again, how it becomes lava again. It dissolves and becomes energy. So we inhale, taking this golden energy from the cosmos. We see and visualize how all our body becomes beautifully, beautifully full of light, golden light. Every organ, our bones, going through our circulatory system, through the bloodstream, expanding in every single corner and reaching the DNA in our cells. We see how they become brighter and brighter and more beautiful, full of light, radiant light. We feel this all over our body and everywhere within our body. All our aura starts shining and expanding more and more. And everything that is in the way, anything creating any obstacle, anything that feels like dense, we send it to the center of Mother Earth. And we visualize how it dissolves, how it becomes energy again, how it transforms into beauty. And we see the planet Earth also expanding as we do this. Tawati tawai ni mama tawa tayuma utiene takuan iyama aitana akawana tai namakawana na usawa kai nanawana kawan tai namakawa tawan tai namakuana asawana kauwama. And we proceed with this exercise. We just don't visualize it and forget about this experience. We keep this experience ongoing. We can keep it there forever, expanding and expanding with the intention of feeling ourselves expanding and expanding with Mother Earth. Serving as a link, this divine link that connects us with everything and everywhere. Tawana nika wa mataisa wa kaumo katai mama wa mana chua kaina kawatai na mama eni anawanta wataina na kauna nata. Ua kawana tau mai na makumana o shau mane takua kai na makatana chau makata o nai ua kahana na kawantana chau makai shana. Let go anything doesn't feel good. Tau makau nati nina wana o na hanai tamao ma tenene o makai na nauma natai shawa kanai shana watana mama O makahu mataita nakahumana. Enenenene kiyo amataita na watana. O hanahisa na kuwana watana. O mesa wakana watahina. Tuanahana. Enia makamana tiana. Chua kahuna tia hotawa. Aneka watakana wata. Tawatanika patau. Ushakakau takawa. Takawata takawata takwata. Atawana kakoa nakawa kataita kapwanta kuwa tataina mama. Enia mama. Enia mama kuwa mataita na kumana. Enia mana kuwa nakatuma natutai mama. Tusa ana ikakakuta ikakama machuma takamatuwa tai. Wakatai tamama ishakawa. Echakamacha wakata. Anakai anaka. Sahua mata. Chu. Na. Amachua na. Akua ina. Matachuaka. Tanachu. Tianama. Anetana watana. Aini yakua manata. Eni yakua natia takuama. Chakuana. Chao. Wakataitama. Nakaua. Wataka ishakaneina. Chaku tusina ona kaumana shawanana watanuanata anaina matata anaumanata shuanakawanata eniga kuanata itana haumataisha nakuanata Tianakuanata. Chianakuanata. Thank you and blessings. Tianakuata. Siwanakauneanaka. Utaitana ina. Ina mataisa na wata. Esa umataki sata. Akai esa wana na. And as we keep visualizing ourselves expanding with planet Earth, we start also feeling how we connect to each brother and sister in the planet, just as a grid. And we interconnect with each other, feeling how this grid covers all the planet and interconnect each other, every soul. Also what is in between, creating connections and connections of more and more lines of energy and make us ourselves expand more and more as the planet Earth also expands. And everything else. Open your heart, your senses, all your chakras to also receive. Tauma saisha and akuata, eni eshakuanta, anune esawana, iana taukana, miana. Be aware of your giving energy modes, but also remember to activate your state of receiving. So open and open up more to receive all these energies that we will be sharing here tonight. Hanauta inatuata ianatu sakuntana, and continue like that, enjoying this journey on planet Earth. Kahutana isanaku, as you expand more and more with every soul, brother and sister. Kanatu sawatantina maka, una katunta shakatana, omanantisi nikuanata, hanianatu anata, shanu anata, eniakanata, enianakata. Amen. Hatuanasha. And then keep that in the background, continue with that sort of attitude of receiving, because we will be sending much more love as we continue with this gathering. And we are going to start now with the intentions. I would love to start with the activations, if you don't mind. So let's start doing an activations for our brothers, Jamie, GW, for Khadija, who else? For Stephen, and anybody who wants to benefit from it. This is only lovely energy that is going to be sent to all of you, to everyone in the planet, to everyone watching the video, so that you can clear up, cleanse, and remove more of the obstacles that might be blocking any of your chakras. And this process or this procedure will also help with activating anything that needs to be activated at this moment in your life. Ishianata, everything happens at divine time. And then when we do these activations, this might bring also something that at this point in your life might be there wanting to come through or speak up. Tauta isawanata. We will come back later on to share all our feelings about these things and intentions, as we mentioned before, and we will have some space for that also at some point. But let's start with this collective wonderful intention on activating and balancing and clearing chakras and activating the love in all human beings and in everything else in general. So those who speak light languages, you can activate your microphone and speak if you want and collaborate with this. Those of you who don't speak light languages, you can stay receptive, like we say, open your hearts, open your souls, put the intentions of receiving. And if you want to also pray, prayers are also very effective. So these prayers these classic prayers that we've been doing since the beginning of times, they've been always powerful. It's not just what we have heard often in church, just about saying something like from memory. As long as something comes from your heart, that is super, super powerful. So let it happen, let it manifest, and let it expand. So whenever you like, start with this collective transmission. Anakusana uatanitana matusana taum. Esin takaum takatai setientini. Horana tashawana taraise sawatana. O netatina namakatu sataite. Shawan takautu amakataitata. Asawatata ni makata. Esanakapuan tanakua taia. Tuanataia. Tuanataia namakumatai. Otai memetia nakatapaisha nakatu sanati. Ti tahua mata taita namatia na. Ua kataisha nakawanta na.
Yatata, Hua Sata, Maya Kadu, Umbaea.
Utinekita namakua tana.
Kiyoko. Kuya satuea ta umbaya.
Tu satana kuatana, isatana mane.
Siyokotua. Iawasa. Wakani.
Hatua naku sanawana tatai.
Mauai aku tatui awasi atua kanea.
Usua maania nakaona naitana. Usakawana kata.
Kini ea sui wea tua. Kia kuta tata tuea. Ni wea tuea. Nua kanua tuni.
Ana umatai sama awakata. Ona kua paisa paka. Sanaku antana kana.
Masai aka uata uati e kini e wea kua.
Jau sakuana kauana.
Kia kato.
Shakawa tanaku tanaitana mamamai. Hatau maka satawan tanaku watatai.
Huatata, tata, iakane wasubaka, kiata, umbae akueta.
Netaka unte te tio muti e tinta ishe e kia makatu maate e tana. E senta e nikia paka ata o ite e ki iti akua. At akakuot e iti o kuat ai et iwa. At ai ek ak ot ek it ak ok ai ek iwak. Et ak ot ai ok ak it ak ontana uak aya.
Wasata tatu tia tumba iaku wakatiumba iatua. Osai akana iaku akana. Maiwia wa sumba. Suya takua ka niwa.
Yana Toshiko Maya Natasha Kai no Toyo no Toshiko no Totoye Niki Natasha Koya Natasha Komia Ia Natasha Kore Mene Nataya no Totoya Rena Toto Shikini Tina Tantaya no Toshiko Nitieta Earo no Toshiki Natatoya Natasha Kaya no Toshiko Natasha Komoyo no Toya Taya Toshiko Maya e Natasha Koreni Anatoya Maya Natasha Kayana Tosho Komoyana Toshora Natataya Natataya Tatataya Rototoya Shakoya Tosho Komoyana To Ianataya Natosho Komaya Natasha Natasha Ia Natasha Kamianate Shikiniti Ataya Natasha Koyamaya Natasha Kayana Tosho Koyaniki Nata Ia Roto Tori Niti Tori Moreni Shimiana Tosha, Maya Natasha Kayana Tosha Moreni Tesha Muiti, Akasha Natasha Koro Toyoti Atana, Oronotoya, Shamoya Natasha Natosha Miki, Ea Natasha Kaya Natosha More, Natasha Kaya Natotoya, Retataya Totoya, Shikinite, Natasha Koya Natasha Kamaya Natasha Kayo. Ya Natasha Kore Mototo, Yara Tataya, Tataya, Totori, Titigaru, Toto, Yara Titi, Oshokore, Titia. Ya Natasha Komore, Natasha Kayana, Toshora, Tataya, Shakaya, Puro, Totoya, Shamia. Ya Natasha Kora. Ayanata shukuru nitine natata yanuto shukamienata yanata shukure matata yatata yatuto yaratata yatuto yatete goro ayashuku yaranata shukumayunuto shoyata yashukuru nato yamayanati shikiyata shaka yanuto shumianata Yamo yanuto shukuru nato shoyanata shikayanata Yamura no toshoya.
Kia sata tata ne ye way tu wa you sunupa. Ye kiki way suata mama ye wa mai wa kunna kuwa.
Liani, Locmioni, Ochideone, Caracatili, Racaturi, Culioni, Moria,
Kiwasa Samaya Maya tuata Papa uaka te waya suata nuyata mayokuya ti tata nuaya ta uasa suata yaka mia kiawa mama yuaya ta mayawaya ta suyata mayata mawaka kuyata Satata uata Satatuata kitati atuaka nanene wa si katua mawata niyata Kuyasha hiyata nawata punata muyasata suya kata muyudu watu watu kote Mia sua kata uayata ni wataya mawasati sukatea wasaya
Natasha Kuma, Ashokoro no Toshi, and Natasha Kaya no Toyo no Toshikia. O koro no to ayamia no to shoko mia no to shokorata. Iana ta shokoro no to to yana te shoko mia nata. Iana tu aurenite anata tatoya. Ia kore na ta shoko maya na. Iana to shomana ta shoko. Iana ta shoko maya na. Atoya na. Ia kore na to shoko mia na ta shiki amora na ta.
Usata niyawata kuna kuwata yawasa taniyawa yukawaya tawaya
Kaya na tayo motoy na tayo ora na tayo kore karana kore kanara kuramaya na tayo motoy shikiya
nuwata mayata mayakawa
na tayo kore amorana tayo kore akara tayo Iyamorona taya korona yana taya shokorana taya shokorenata iore kore yana taya shokore iyamore yana taya shakoro koro Aya koranata shakamiana taya shakamoya Iako shokori ni iato shokori neto shokomaya iaka shanata noto ishikimoto shokomarene akuro noto shoko noto shokuarata taya shiki anata iaro noto shiki anata shanata taya shako noto yamienata shakaya notoya Iakoro noto shokoro motoya niti anata shakaya niti atoya nata. Iokora no koto yorata shakanata shakini ashakanata shakanata shatanata toto yorata na chatata yotoshoko yanata. Iorono shokoro no toshore Iakara nata shanata. Iakara nate shiki no toya mia nata shakara nata yamaya no toshoko. Iakara
Narakur Neishor Nurmarikiyot Usarnian Namakar
Uesata uataya kana mbayata
Ya no tu yor no to te ya ne te shikomo ya no to shiko ya no ne te shikomo
kutaya kutaya ta uasata niyamaya hatuaya Bay kadua ini tua
akore ne te shikoma ya ne te shi ashokore ne te
kutaya saya ta maya tua Wa saya tua tua ya kumbaya iwa ya tua umbaya mo tua kuya ta
Usawana Tayana
awaya sawat Iya tu ya tahu sunia.
Tawa,
Bawa suwa kami kuai. Awai tai kini. Watai kini sumba tu. Awai kini. Luia sini. Maya kuata. Watai awai saya kini. Watambaya. Saya ketua tahu atau maya kuya. Maya kini. Saya tahu tata ni kini wea suata. Maya ku tahu ti. Manu wea. Iya sini. Kini. Wea ta. Maya ta mawa. Siwata. Hua kata. Maya ta. Saba papa aku tu aku tene wea suwa. Sukatiti kunene wea tu wea. Wata umbaya. Kini wea tumbaya. Matuwea. Kani wea. Masuata. Wati.
Yana tayo, Maya tayo, mana tayo, no toya tayo, no tatoya, totoya retata shakora, no toya miana, yana to shukoya niti, yana ta shukora niti, tayo shukumaya, ayon kora no to shuki niti, no toya retata, no to shukori niti, yana ta shukumoya, yana ta shukumare ashakai. Eshi akure mi ashakaya eayo more kaya natasha komaya eashakamaya natosho notosho koyeni titi aranatasha komea nataya notoya renate shikini natasha komea natashiki notoya natayo notoya mia natasha natia notosho kori niti shiki niti moro notoya Orea kaya natasha kumoya. Natayo shumore anatasha kaya monotoya yanatayo kumiyana. Renate shiki yanatosha monotoya renatia shaka. Ronotoya natasha kumaya natayo kore nititi aranata kore. Nataya notosho kumuriti shikini Natasha kaya Natasha kora Natasha kaya mia notosho notoye nitia Aro notoya Natasha kemini yana Aro notoya kaya nosho notoye minitia notosho kora Natasha kumia nitishi nitia ritia tiari notoya Natasha shukuri nitia Natasha kora Natasha nitia notoya nitia Natasha kaya notori mini nitia Natayo notoya reniti nitia mora Natayo ro notoya Natasha kaya mora Araniti shikunotoya reniti shinia Natasha kaya Aronotoya mayaniti shukura notoya Ayaniti shikibari nitia nataya tori nitia shukura Natasha more
Ayata wata ikni wes.
Nitia ranate shukumore niti shakariti anata
Kini
ayunuto tutunutoya natata nitia kushunutori nitia
no yaktututu waya to
Toya Natasha Kamaya Natasha Komoro Arunoto Renato Nataya Tasha Kaya Natasha Mora Yaranitia Shanatai, Shokomorinitishia, Yashomoko, Yanatashkumaya, Yanatai, Natai, Natai, Korinitia, Shokorininitia Shana, Yanatashkumaya, Anatashkuminitia, Natashakaya, Kutushi. Ayanotayo forenete como ayanatasho kumorinitia arunotosharia motaya ayanutoshukuriniti eanatasho aya yashukura yashunitia natasho kumori yashukuri yarata woshi
Omoli, locomoli, locomoli, piani, macalini, piani, raccoli, omoli, piani, mozzoni, raccaliani, cacchiali, raccicili, rano, pomoli, racchiani, piani, sioli, raccaticili, raccaiali, mulale, saccale, raccicciali, ressesciane, pelani, namoli, chiole, mole, siate, sciali, cole, mole, sacchiele, Chiale mosecchiele da cale la mole sottile, chiale mosottile calama, chia sashi calama la chili, chia sottili da camali tastili, meole moane, seole moane che ane, osio sottile, scentali, lo che miole, la cassatole, la santole, la mopoli. Mosenteri, triole, ole, siole, mocriane, sofere, tremole, siole, moli, sottoli, da staccali addestrati, chiale, moli, male, carsicciene, cionico, scilani, chiami, molini, siale, hale.
Uya sata tata uata ne we kuna ta ua mama mini wa sukaya
Tai. Kianzait. Kunzait.
Kua.
Yolim.
Iya, vaya tu watai kunu.
Yala.
Siti matu ni watu. Gini uni. Siti kuni kuna wata wayata. Si papai. Siti titai. Matu. Patatati, patatatawi. Patatatanana. Titatitai. Patatatua. Catatatinye. Yatatatuwe. Passas. Catatatua. Catatatia. Matatati. Patatata. Tutututu. Catatata. Yes, tatatatitua. Tata huete. Iya. Kutututua. Batia. Masatoa. Iya. Mawata. Masatatitua. Mawata. Kineye waya. Suwata. Numia tumba.
Tuana kauataya.
Kununye tumba. What's Maya?
Watai wata. Shua watai.
Asini.
Tukutui tititi apapaka tutur. Amakatatatoi shukututuro pakatata shututuro papapata shututur. Ur napapai shututuro papapai shututira pakatuturo papapati ur.
What's up there?
Siki senta isiti ki uku tiki antaka istitiki. Iniki tisiti iniki akaktiki mikitistiki. Takai kanaku sinya katu antale iti akaliktiati. Takai. Nakuama.
Kumbaya sato waya tata wi kunu kana yi wi
Ayana watana watana.
kunuba sukaya tayata
Yana wana yana.
mayata kunaya wasuwata wa sayata kunaya wa aya nawaya kanya ayata
Naraka watana MISA QUÁNTICA wataina. Tawamashisa.
Kuwasata.
Chishana makuana.
Kuwasata teniye.
Ni isiana.
Mày quay á, sợi quay á, tây cầu á, tao mày á.
Tawa ika kauba ana isa na uara.
Unga, tini kundunga kuwa. Tawa.
Liani kusani kalati sati arakatila mucharisati. Haliam
Uara katua.
Uwa,
Sudanara.
Saria
Sini.
gadisi saria rakala. Kamachi sariupita kiala moti.
Tuwata.
Moshini
Kini.
alia kaluzi.
Ayaway.
Kalu zupa kia zati. Kaptiti.
Ene.
Sawatanita ka isi tikitis.
Bawata.
Tikropti sopti kopia tepatiti.
Uwa say.
Itaka itaka itata. Itaka
Seven, 9, 8, 9, 3, 1, 7.
Masa ni kuwa kudatuwa tomba tay mayatan nukaya watch tay ba kini kumi kunuwa sende ba wakaya awas
Satyatasi 79,
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for this wonderful transmission. Maybe one of the longest I ever experienced. Wonderful at the same time. Beautiful, beautiful. We even lost our brother Wesley there in the darkness. Oh my God. That was amazing. Thank you guys and girls. tiakuata itanawata. And yeah, let's start with making some comments if you like. Raise your hand if you want to say something about this transmission. I will go one by one, saying and giving you the opportunity to speak now and share if you want. Otherwise, we will go to another thing, to the next intention, because they are well needed in this planet as well. A lot of love is needed here, and we can bring a lot of that all together. I would like to ask Jamie, what did you feel like this being your first experience? What did you feel with this transmission? And you don't have to talk if you don't want to. Just it's a volunteer, totally volunteering. If you feel like it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah. First and foremost, I'm relaxed anyway. But whatever you were, I didn't understand what you were talking about, but it was very relaxing and smoothing. And that girl with the numbers, I don't know, a couple of numbers rang a bell that, you know, had just things to do with me, you know. And yeah, it was cool, but the language you're speaking is a bit complicated for me because I you know.
Don't worry, love. This is many of us, we don't even know what we are saying. We are just feeling what we are saying, and that's what matters the most. The light languages are here mainly to be felt. If there are some other people who get something, some messages of that or something like that, wonderful. But they are supposed to be felt. They are supposed to be received in the heart and to be felt. And that feeling, that receiving, and that connection and link from the heart is what activates the rest of whatever it needs to be activated. And also all the cleansing is done through there. You are receiving, you are getting that there. And the more you let that love and energy to come to you, because many of us, we've been really, really shut or close because of a lot of issues that we have had in the past, because of pain that we have experienced. So we have this tendency to defend ourselves and shut the doors to love from other beings or from other brothers and sisters. So we have this tendency to shut the doors on our heart chakra a lot. So what the light languages do is they go beyond the understanding of the mind, and they are meant to be felt in the heart. And the more you let them flow, like, let's see what I feel. Like, let's say I'm Jamie and I say to myself, well, I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna just be present, and I'm gonna see what I feel. And that matters, that matters. Yeah. For a long time, for the mind, that didn't matter anything. It wasn't anything meaningful. Anything that wasn't meaningful, we didn't accept in our lives, or we didn't let it come into ourselves. But now we are in times when we can open our hearts and let all this love to come back again, and to come back to us without fear. The reason why we create these gatherings is for that. So whatever you feel like sharing, saying, if it's coming from your relationship with your dog, if it's coming from someone, from your relative that you lost, if it's coming from something that you experienced when you were sleeping, anything. That's why we are creating these spaces, so that people can express everything freely from their soul, from the heart. We are not here to judge anyone. We are not here competing with anyone. We are just here to share. Some people don't speak light languages and they play instruments. That's fine. Some other people don't speak light languages, but they like singing. Well, this is another place so any kind of expression let it come through. So if any other transmission, you feel like singing, saying something, play an instrument, whatever you like to express, let it come out, because that is gonna make the engine here start working again. And when we make this engine to work again, all the emotions that are stuck somehow there, they start moving again, and we let that love to come out, and anything stuck to come out, and we also open our heart to receive from others. And that's when we start feeling better with everyone. And as you can see here, any brother and sister who is present here, they don't have that way of looking or attitude to hurt, to create violence, we are here just in harmony of freedom, love, and peace. And this is what we all want, to feel that as humans, that we can be more and more in gatherings and meeting. Also, at some point, we will meet in physical as well, and we will have our ways to party and to share more of this transmission altogether. So it's a place of expression, any type of expression, not only light languages.
Well, it's definitely a learning curve for me, and even just from like, it's all about sticking with it, and like anything in life, it's all about sticking with it. And like me sticking with this is my first time doing this, and I think it's all about sticking, and it will come eventually. I think.
Exactly. Yeah. Anything. And don't try, when something comes through, don't judge it with your mind, because our tendency is to just think about what you are about to say, and we have this tendency to block it because we feel or think that other people won't understand us. And that's for most of the light languages speakers, people who wants to sing, people who wants to share their emotion about something that happened in their lives, they block themselves because they believe that nobody else outside there will understand them. And this is not the case. We are demonstrating week by week. We are in the week 99, and we are demonstrating in these gatherings that when we let this speak, a lot of magic happened and a lot of things happened. And there were people crying, there were people laughing, there were people sharing all type of emotions. And this is human. This is to be human. And we need to start releasing all these judgments that we got from the programming in the past, that, for example, men shouldn't cry, that men shouldn't speak up their truth and their feelings. That is all a big BS. Bullshit. We are all humans. Women express feeling, men express feeling also. And that's lovely, that's wonderful. And when we do so, we feel good. And there is a reason why we feel good. It's because we become ourselves. We become truly ourselves. And I truly believe that we are here, all of us here on earth, to bring something to ourselves and to others. We all have something to share, something very human to share. So expand and let that free. Whatever it is with everyone, with your brother Wesley when you are working with him, or having a party, and anybody else who you feel that you can vibrate and express with. Obviously, when I go out there, I cannot feel the same with everyone, not with everyone. But there are brothers and sisters who are awakening and feeling much more open to others. And with those, you can talk. We can talk to them, and let our spirit to be free more and more. There is no need for any religion. Personally, I don't follow any religion at all.
I'm the same. Well, I'm Catholic, but I don't.
But if someone follows the religion and they are respectful to someone here, they are welcome also to come. As long as people are respectful, they are always very welcome.
Absolutely, but like any religion, like, once the person is nice to me, it doesn't bother me.
It doesn't bother, exactly.
It doesn't matter.
But as long as they are respectful, that's okay. Yeah,
And so
exactly.
these people and they respect you, man. That's all that cares, man. You know?
Yeah, that's what matters.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man.
Thank you,
100%.
Jamie. Thank you for sharing all of this love.
No worries, man. Anytime.
And what about you, GW? Or
Yeah,
JNW?
so when Alana was doing the blessing, I
Yeah.
got like, you know, back in time into moment where I think it was one of my first mushroom trips, and I was able to speak it back then. I realized, you know.
Wow.
And yeah, and it, you know, because of the occurrences of life,
Yeah.
it just got forgotten, and it needs reactivation. There's some healing needs to be done before I'm able to speak it again, but
Yeah.
I got it in, you know. So
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you so much. Wonderful. Anybody else would like to? And yes, these mushroom journeys and trips are also amazing. We don't judge here these substances neither, because they are part of Mother Earth, and if they are wisely used, they can support you and help you in many ways to open up, like ayahuasca, like peyote, like many other sacred plants that they are there, including marijuana, and yeah, so yeah, we don't create restrictions about that neither, because we are pretty aware that they are here for a reason also with us, and they are pretty much sacred. It's just the way we use it. If we use it too much, maybe it can cause some harm in excess, but if maybe we use it in a wise way, we can find many ways to find peace and love and more expansion. Yeah, anybody else would like to share something? Yeah, Stephen.
Yeah, it was really the singing. It was like all fuzzy in my head, but as you could see, like almost graphs going of the notes. And it's quite funny. There's something similar going on with the speech too. They had high notes coming with them where they came in, and it was ever so nice to listen to. Thank you, Alana, and everybody else, and Melissa and Vladimir and Lewis and yourself. And then I realized I had some essential oil which smelled nice. I could smell. And it was called gratitude.
Gratitude. Yeah, there was a lot of love and gratitude there. Yeah, carry on, Stephen, if you want to say that.
Yeah, no, so it was nice. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, Stephen. Yeah, that was amazing. That was a lot of healing done to the whole planet, to the whole humanity, activations in all levels. They did like a clearing.
It's almost felt like this. Like, is it the octahedric two pyramids?
Yeah, I did have that vision as well, like having the two pyramids, one up, down, looking downwards, and the other one's upwards, and turning in different directions.
It's like sitting in the sixth dimension.
Yeah.
Because actually it's like floating in nowhere in electricity. And it's like, you know, that quotation, be still and know. It was nice to get in a, because sometimes, you know, I get excited and I want to try and describe what I'm seeing, but my head just actually managed to say tonight, or you helped, such should I say, and provided that space where it didn't do anything, and it was just like, it was just flying and sizzling.
Wonderful. Yeah, experience these things in all the ways that you can. This is why they are there also. These are light languages and singing and music. They also come for us to experience in so many ways, and it's so lovely to.
Yeah, I think Jamie nailed it when his first words. He felt it.
Yeah.
That's it. You know.
That's it.
You feel it.
That's it.
Yeah, as Ismail was saying, I'm a bit not so great at meditation, but I managed to do some breathing, and I just like get relaxed and just do like it, and then you just drop into it sort of more.
Yeah, sometimes they help a lot, especially to people who cannot stop the mind, and they are very like hyper and moving very fast. Light languages also help to get in connection to certain vibrations that get in the same, let's say, resonance with the light languages, and because they get in the same resonance, it quiets the mind. So the mind is still talking fast and in high vibration, but the light languages come across and they merge with each other and somehow create a space where you feel like you are in total quietness and total peace. And that's wonderful. And this is happening more and more as I keep asking people, what did you feel with them? What did you feel with them? And another thing, yeah.
Or do you know what? Do you know what Stephen said there? I felt the exact same there. You know, I try, like I'm not great at meditation, but I tried to do some bit of breathing, and it worked a small bit. But meditation for me doesn't really, like, the exact same. What Stephen said there, the exact same. You know what he said is what I kind of felt as well. Exactly, you know, and that's true.
You shouldn't feel that funny. Actually, it's a little bit of a strange one, because when my head's in the right kind of space, on like 3 or 4 drops, I can bing. You know, it's my mind's, things are there and things are appearing, you know.
Yeah.
And then it's like playing alchemy. You try and play around with your breathing to see whether you can change the shapes or hold the shapes. Yeah. You'd be surprised, because there's messages and there's signals like coming back up for us. It's like we're trying to remember. Yeah. And these things are coming up and trying to get into place and just slot in here and there. And you don't know what's happened, but something's happened. It creates that feeling, if you've got ADHD as well, it's like listening to 6 different channels at the same time, but they've each got the resonance and the sort of thing coming together. And that actually gets into your head, and you could feel it. It's almost like a brain massage.
Yeah. That's part of the activation. In a mental level, we have this the feeling of, from the meaning activation, that is always to make things go faster. And what activations do sometimes is the contrary. With light languages, make the brain go slower. It's like and that is an activation. Sometimes activation is to reduce the hyper rhythm of the mind as well. And that is part of the activation, because many things activate when we slow down also the vibrations. Some other thing is when we increase the vibration. So it's like a dial, as you say. It's you're dialing.
Consciousness.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a radio, and then you dial in the frequency. And when you are in the right frequency, that's why so many light languages are coming through, brothers and sisters, because you might dial more with the frequency that Wesley is channeling, but maybe Jamie is resonating more with the vibration that Melissa is channeling. And that's why from the beginning of the creation of this group, I started doing this transmission as a collective, all together, because I believe that everybody can benefit from this. If we speak maybe only one at a time, maybe some of us, we vibrated or resonated more with one of the blessings in the beginning, yeah, with one brother or with one particular sister. But when we are all together, we open all these radio stations that they are more than 6. They are maybe more than thousands, because as our brother J and W said before, we have a lot of spectators, a lot of audience from many light beings out there, and they're all participating, and they are all bringing these light languages to us. And that's what we are doing. We are tapping into those frequencies and bringing that energy here to Earth, so that more human and brothers and sisters can benefit from them. And yes, they are very powerful. And maybe when you are exposed to 1, 2, or 3 transmissions, that will be enough to reconnect with something that you might not have experienced for years and years in your life, or even from childhood. See, or since childhood. Takua saina tuan tatianata. So there is only one thing to do, is to be open, to be receptive, and if you want to participate, participate. This is what we do in this group. So anybody else would like to share something else?
Can I just say one more, can I just say one more thing? It's like
yes, so Stephen and then Khadija.
so,
Yeah. Go ahead, Stephen. Yeah.
sorry, it's like
You
a
first.
spiritual mind opera. That's all I wanted to say. It's
Yeah.
actually when you get it, it's like a spiritual mind opera that's going on.
Yeah.
Or is it beyond the mind? So the mind has a capacity of this and this that, but for me it's operating on multiple levels. So it's actually multi-dimensional. So it's breaking up. So
That's
so
right.
called
It's to get you to accept
and then bringing it back together.
That's
Exactly.
why it slows down to sink it in better.
Yeah, I feel like it's a journey. It's a journey where, because we've been in the mind for so long, we start believing that everything is happening here in the mind. But as we go on and we go on, you get to, in that journey, to transcend even the mind. And at some point, you don't even feel that you are in a body. You don't feel that there is actually anything at all. You feel at some point that you are the totality as it is, everything. You feel that you, because at some point, when you are all talking like languages, or when we are doing this transmission, at some point, I totally lose the sense of identification with myself as Ismael, as my life here as a human being. I feel like a connection with all of you. And I feel that we are all like talking through each of us all together. And this is so amazing. The more we let it sink and integrate in our system, the more we transcend what you are saying, guys, because what you are saying is part of the same thing. You can be at the level of the mind, but like Brother Wesley said, you can at some point transcend the mind and go beyond, and at some point you can become the wholeness and the everything. And that's why it's so beautiful, and that's why they also prolong and they become longer and longer transmission. Every week we are doing, I don't know if you have noticed, but the transmission are becoming longer and longer, and that is allowing us to make that journey longer and longer. So if you are watching this video, you can use this transmission like the one in the beginning for meditation. So if you have difficulties to meditate, just put this in the background and let yourself flow and fly. Let it take you anywhere. And
with that as well, it's and this is just awareness to be brought forward as well. It's like you know, when you're communicating with another, even like it's actually telepathy, really.
Totally.
So it's reaching beyond the so-called matrix or so-called construct of our so-called reality, and then it's hitting a waveband like a fine-tuning instrument, like a everything is intertwined.
Yeah.
And that's where, you know, we're all communicating on many levels anyway. And then when we start becoming more like communicative awareness of that, what already is, we start branching into that network.
So true. If you go to the whole, through the whole transmission, if you go through the whole transmission, you will feel how many of the brothers and sisters here present, they were having dialogues, they were having conversations. This is what just Wesley said. It's like during the transmission, there are also dialogues between brothers here. What's that, Stephen?
I could hear them.
Yeah, you of course. You just relax and you feel like open. You start listening to them for some reason, and whatever feeling comes through is what they are telling you. That's the real meaning. It's not like English or Spanish or Italian that tells you the meaning like that to the mind, straight to the mind. They will come as a meaning to the heart, more specifically to the heart, more like opening, as an opening feeling, but also as an understanding in the heart, more in the heart. That feelings that you get there in your heart chakra is the meaning of those light languages or dialogues that we are sharing.
Yeah, it went high and fluttery. It went fizzy, high and fluttery when he was going on some stage.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I must apologize because Kaji was about to speak.
Khadija.
Yeah.
Just continue, no problem. I just wanted to say, like, they were peaceful energies, and before I joined, like, I was a little anxious. So yeah, I feel so peaceful after the transmission. And I also I'm sweating.
Yeah, lots of energy is going through.
Yeah. So it is getting better, like after each transmission, after each week, I mean. So yeah, that's what I want to add.
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing, Khadija. And if you feel like this sweating or a lot of energy is still comes through, remember the exercise that we did before of anchoring and grounding with Mother Earth. Bring it back to you when you feel that the sweating hands comes like it's happening to me. And then when you see me like moving my body like this, it's because I'm doing the anchoring. Or when you see me like turning or in another direction, it's because when I do that with my body, it helps me to anchor with Earth and allow all this massive amount of energy to flow easier. Where the sweating comes a lot because for many reasons, because the energy has increased and your body is offering resistance, but also it can be because in your hands, you have also chakras, and in every part of your fingertips, you have also chakras. People only speak about the chakras here, connecting the Kundalini, but we have chakras in many areas of our body, in many places in our body. Actually, each organ in our body, in our physical body, has a chakra. A chakra, an entering of energy, and an outdoor back door of energy. So it comes in and comes out. And this is in every single organ of our system as well, in our organs. Yeah, when your hands start like this, they might be also getting activations. And at some point, if you put it in some place in your heart or in any organ that you might feel that needs some assistance, send that love and extra energy to those organs. So if you feel that you have difficulties breathing when you are sleeping or at any point in any moment, for example, just project the energy to your lungs. If you feel that you have migraines or something, just put your hands in your head and project that energy into your brain and feel how that energy goes in the brain and comes out and cleans anything that is not needed there. You can visualize that and put your intention on that, and that circuitry connecting cosmos with Mother Earth will create everything else by itself, because that circuitry is what allows us to be active healers at all times. Tisha wantana tianaya. I'm barefoot.
Barefoot. And leaving a run like the rivers. And with the thing as well, I'm going to say this quick because it's just saying with the barefoot, like even if you're kind of going through your day and you find like you're energetically a bit, it's a bit like whoa, the barefoot, and just imagine just the energy is running through you and connecting to Mother Earth. Because the more you start connecting to Mother Earth, the more Mother Earth can kind of connect back through you, because you're the aspect of Mother Earth having a human experience.
Totally.
Thank you everyone for the transmission. It was amazing.
You're welcome, Khadija. Atiana kuanata shakwatana. And the most wonderful thing is that we are all participating on this. And Jamie, you as well. It is your only presence and being here that already brings what is needed here. Often we think that when we are not, or this is what we've been told when we have experienced many things in life, that if you are not talking, if you are not singing, you are not participating. That's not true. Everybody has energy, everybody has love, everybody has something to share, and sometimes we don't need to even say. We just need to be. We just need to be here, and that's enough, more than enough. So please don't feel like discriminated for not talking the light languages. Please don't feel uncomfortable because of because this is not, many of us, we didn't speak the light languages in the beginning, and we went, and some of us here still don't speak the light languages, but you do many other wonderful things, and everybody has a role and a wonderful thing to bring.
You never know. Maybe next week I might sing. Who knows?
Maybe. Personally, I waited for 9 years.
9 years.
Yeah, I became aware of them in 2012, and until November 2019, they didn't come to me. I knew inside that I could speak them, that I could tap into them. I was always very sensitive to them, and I was feeling so many wonderful things. So I was exposed to them practically every week, like 2 or 3 times. But my mind was like very stubborn, wanting to bring them forth from myself, from my system. And they didn't come through. They didn't come through up until November 2019. And 1 week later, I felt guided. I had a meditation and I felt guided to create these groups. And these groups have been running since November 2019. That's why we are in the week 99. I started running the groups with a lady from Arizona, and she felt like the call also to participate openly with people and to expand angelic energy to the world. And for some reason, our paths came across. She needed to come out there. I needed to come out there. I was guided to bring the light languages to the world. And that's how everything started. But only 1 week difference between the activation and the materialization of creating these groups. And since then, this has been going on. So what I'm trying to say with all of this, well, first of all, I'm not trying to say anything. It's just flowing naturally. But the meaning behind is that they can come anytime, really.
Yeah.
And it's not something like force from the mind. It's something that just comes like a song. Like sometimes you might be in the shower and you start like boop, 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 and singing a song, and something comes to your head, and then you start with that rhythm, and that rhythm stay all day long in your mind, and then you maybe make a song from it. And that's how composers and writers, they create what they create by letting that inner expression come out and be shared. Tiyatana watani.
Cool. And there's one other thing as well. And actually, if you actually look at some of the ancient, like even some of for me, like some of the First Nations, they might even have some of the words that will come true. Sometimes there's like there can be trigger points, or even some of the, like I would get it, like even some of the Maori or the Lakota. I know I even listened to it. It might even spark a kind of a remembrance, because it's all information. It's all encoded information. Because for me, it's the language of vibration. And it's multi-dimensional as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know
everything is vibration. Yeah. Everything is frequency.
Vibration.
Tiana watana.
Thanks very much. Kuneya, Sunka, Taya, Wati,
For example, how come that Brother Wesley and I, we never met in person? Never before. We met like through this group. And he started talking that language that he speaks, and suddenly that light language also was born inside me. And that's how I knew that Brother Wesley and I, we have a connection somehow. I don't even know now, but I know I don't know specifically where it comes from, and I don't need it really, because it's wonderful. It's a brotherhood connection that it doesn't need to be explained. It's just perfect, and we connect with geometries. We connect with so many things, and this is all something that happened like so magical, really. And with each brother here, practically with each of them, has happened. So we never know when something is gonna be activated or when something is gonna be born, and we are gonna feel also that sense of connectedness with maybe a sister, maybe a brother. And that's why it's so wonderful to have you all here, because you might connect more with Stephen, that's okay. You might connect more with Erin, that's okay. Or with Khadija, with Luis, or with any other brother or sister. That's the wonderful thing, that you start connecting. And by connecting with another brother, let that expand, because this is something that feels great when you are here on earth. And when you realize that it's not what the media try to tell us, that we are separated, that we have to be enemies, that we need to be fighting all the time for lands or for any bullshit. We don't. This is media just trying to confront humanity with each other. There is much more here in life that we can have fun with. And it doesn't need to be any meaningful thing in terms of mind. Like I say, I don't even know why I had this connection with Wesley, but it doesn't matter. It's great. So as it's great, that's what matters. And this is also the same with light languages. They don't need to be understood in the mind. They just, if they feel good here, well, wonderful. That's already providing something in your day that is good. So that is meaningful. And that's what we need to do more and more in life. Let these simple little things get into us. And that's when we're gonna start engaging with this positivism and good things that we have around. Siana, tuanata. Stephen.
Can I say, Jamie looks more relaxed. It's almost like you got a bit of a glow.
Super relaxed.
Yeah, compared to how you were before. And
yeah,
and you can feel it. You can feel it, you know.
Do you know at the start of this whole thing, my heart was actually racing very, very fast, and now it's just calm. So if that means something, I don't know.
If it's meaningful to you, that's what matters, brother.
It definitely does.
That's what matters. What other people think, really, if it's good, what other people think and bring goodness to you, that's okay. That's what matters. But if something, people start saying things or negative things or whatever, they just leave them. What I do in this case is just I feel compassion, I send them love, and I don't engage. With them. I let them be, because that's their own path. That's what they want to do. That's what they choose to do. But we have also choices to become better every day, to become what we have within. And we know all that we have that love. We know all that we have these good vibes inside. Or why when we are listening to a song, we feel good. Or why when we are having laughters, we get in that contagious connection with a brother or a sister or a group of people. That's because there is something there. There is something always there that we cannot ignore anymore, and that we shouldn't let all these other negative vibrations interfere. And we can do that. We can do that by putting more our attention in everything that matters to us, in everything that really excites us, in everything that makes us happy. And if you are going through tough moments, something, and you feel like you need to run from it because you are trying to run from it, but it doesn't go away, maybe it's because that is trying to tell you something. And that's when we come across with this shadow working, something we have to go through. I have to also add, when my mother passed away, I wanted to run from the pain, and I never could. I mean, I can say that it's impossible to run from that pain when someone passes away. There is a lot of love there. There is a lot of connection there. And just because the physical has created some sort of detachment from experiencing energies with that being, so directly we feel that sore feeling in our heart, and that takes a while to get smoother and smoother and heal. But the healing and the light is always there, and it will come. So anybody going through some loss from any relative, any companion, that I don't anymore like to call them animal, like being something less than us, but we have to remember ourselves that we are in the animal kingdom as well. So we are at the same level. So yeah, whenever you are going through all of that, my recommendation or advice, you can take it or leave it, is to embrace the feeling and cry as much as you need to cry whenever you feel like crying, because holding into it and blocking those emotions can only create more pain and more desperation and more sadness and more blockages in anything else that is happening around you. So whenever my mom comes across my heart and I feel her again, poof, if there are a bunch of tears to drop, I let them flow. And I say, I love you, Mom, wherever you are. And here I am. And I'm so grateful for everything that you did to me whilst I was here and you were here on earth, and everything, and for giving me birth and for providing so much expansion in my being. Because thanks to you, I am here. And thanks to you, I will continue expanding. And yeah, and so I know that wherever she is, she's gonna receive that love. And I don't stay stuck in that feeling of only sadness, like in a cycle, vicious cycle, in and in and in and in, only going into sadness. Surrender and let it come out and express it, because that is gonna bring you, maybe it's not gonna take the pain away, but it's gonna smooth the pain a lot. It's gonna make the things heal much faster than we try to suppress whatever these emotions about a loss, but any emotion basically that we need to hold into it and we try to suppress. We don't control, we cannot control it. We are blocking other parts of our system. So the best thing to do is always flow, connect with the nature, connect with more people, sing, listen to music, good vibes, and keep it up going, because it's something that seems like impossible to overcome. To me, it was like a mountain, really. When my mom passed, was like a mountain that I never thought that I could climb, but I did climb it, and I did overcome it. And this happened 9 years ago, and very recently I just came out from that deep sadness inside, only a recent months ago. So the light is always there. So keep keep persisting and not persisting stubborn with the mind, but flowing with everything that feels good in life is something I would recommend everyone to do, really.
Absolutely, brother. You just made total sense. Everything you said there made total sense to me, man. You know, because you know from what you were saying, like, you know, with your mother, well, thank God my parents are still alive. But with my dog, he was like a brother to me. do you know what I call him? No, I call him my angel. No, so.
Yeah. And I believe that maybe in a past lifetime was your brother, and I wouldn't doubt that he was an angel as well, or she was an angel. I don't know if he was a male or female, but it doesn't matter because angels, they don't have gender anyway. And that's why we feel their power, their presence so powerful, and it goes beyond, and that's why so many people are also connecting to the animal kingdom and realizing that they are not simple, or let's say beings who are less than humans. They are not less than humans, and many of them, they behave better than many humans, in fact. So I don't know why still people keep discriminating animals when they are such wonderful beings, wonderful companions. Really, they are awesome. They are really awesome.
Totally agree, brother. Totally agree.
I know that. I can feel you, Jamie. I can feel all of that. And honestly, like I said before, if you want to talk later on, or another day, another time, ask Wesley to give you my contact. We can talk about it, and maybe even talk to the soul of your beautiful companion. That is not, it seems to the mind that is gone, but it's not gone because I'm feeling the energy and the presence of his or her presence here very powerfully. So that's why I'm saying.
Maybe we can try sometime, yeah. Maybe we can try. If it works, it works. If it doesn't,
exactly. That's why I say, because it's worth trying, and it's worth saying everything that you have in your heart to say to him or to her. Ishana to Anata. That's wonderful, and that helps to heal our hearts a lot. I couldn't speak to my mother. I had to wait for 1 year almost until I managed to speak to her, and it was through a brother from US, and it was with an archangel that he was channeling, and then at some point I started having the ability to also channel my mother, my grandmother, and my auntie, that they are called, the three of them, Marias, and this magic started happening. And today I can have these direct conversations, because especially since that pain went away, since that sadness went away, from feeling the loss of them, of my grandmother, my auntie, and my mother. Since that healed, I started having more the abilities to channel their souls, and they bring messages to me that often I need. I need to keep going. I need to, I miss them. I miss them in the physical. Badly, I miss them in the physical. But I am happy that I managed to talk 1 year later with them, and that made my heart much more happier. And then, recently, when I overcame all this sadness, to be able to talk to them and to feel them, it means the world to me as well. And the wonderful thing is that every human being have this ability to channel. We just need to heal the wounds from the past. We just need to let all this love, like Brother Wesley say, flow through us. Let that love flow, heal, and eventually we start having emotions and sensations that tell us something. And at first, we are gonna always doubt with our mind and create like, oh, come on, that's only me, that's only my mind, that's bullshit, that cannot be possible. Like when I started listening to my grandmother, the first one that I channeled was my grandmother, Maria. And it was in a conversation I was having with my cousin. My cousin was going through tough moments. She needed a lot of help. And suddenly I started feeling the love and energy from my grandmother. And then she started asking me questions that I didn't even know why my cousin was asking me those questions. And I got knocked out and I was placed into a trance state, like almost sleeping. And then my grandmother started talking to my cousin and they had a conversations together. And my cousin got the answers that she needed to those issues. And this is something that I'm not saying from the ego. I'm not saying this in order to say how good I am or how great I am. I know I'm great, but I know that you are all great and that you all have these abilities and capacities. We just need to start believing more in ourselves. We need just to start connecting more to Mother Nature and to vibrate more time. If the day has 24 hours, how many hours of the day you use in a high vibrational state? Wonder, ask yourself, write it down, find out how often or how long I spend in a high vibrational state, how long I spend during my day doing exciting things for myself, how long I spend doing exciting things for others. But then when I do it to others, do I do also those things to myself when I'm in my own? Try to bring as much time as you can to your inner experience, to your you time spending in your own as well. That goodness, those activities that could bring you more life and good vibrations. And this is sometimes things that they are not going to come out just out from a cloud or from a light language transmission. Often we need to put some attitude, some positive attitude and decisions and take action in deciding during our day to do more things that we enjoy. And this doesn't only mean taking substances or other stuff in order to make yourselves feel better. This means to do proper activities that you have fun with. If you have fun with climbing hills or climbing mountains, climb mountains. Somebody click something to share here?
Oh, that was me by an accident, lad. Sorry.
Don't worry, love. Don't worry.
How do I get back out of it? Oh, I don't know.
Let me see if I can do it. Yeah. No problem. For a moment, I thought that it was Khadija because it showed the name Khadija at the top.
Yes, me too, yeah.
Was it you?
Yeah, I was just searching something. Yeah, sorry.
All right, no problem at all. Yeah, so yeah, you are the creators of your own past. You are the creators of your own every moment in your life. So try do something to make your life brighter every day. Don't just wait with your arms crossed like there. Actually, Stephen sent me in an email amazing creations that he had been doing maybe recently. I don't know when you did that, but that was wonderful. Do you mind sharing that with the rest of the group? If they are not too heavy.
All right. No, I sorry guys, I was actually lost in my own phone there. I couldn't get back into the
No problem, Jamie. It's okay.
Apologies.
We are here with technology, and And this happens sometimes. Often also happens that we lose the connection from a brother or a sister, or even my connection here drops and goes and collapses. So no problem at all. This happened. And we are also getting familiar with Zoom, this program. So this is what, Brother Stephen sent me in an email, that there's like some sort of, what is this material, Stephen? Marble? Yeah, activate your microphone because we cannot hear you, brother.
Is that okay now?
Now we can hear you now.
Hold on, let me try and see if I can get it further back so you can see.
It seems really heavy, isn't it?
Yeah, it says it's probably around about 25 kilos.
Wow.
Well, this is when you see me, when I was going off screen, I was going to stand on that and breathe.
I see.
And also I got another one up here, which is in the same material, but slightly lighter. So the face might be difficult to see, but they have different energies, I've discovered. And I had someone else here and they've been stepped on free before I had all these done. And they said, wow, you can feel the difference. Yeah, they seem to zone to different parts, like either grounding or higher or central.
And what are they made of, Stephen?
It's granite.
Granite.
Granite, yeah. And I bought some decal stickers and they happen to stick. They're the right size. And I took them to the vinyl, people who do vinyl cars, you know, stick. And they're really nice. And they did me like 10 for 50 quid. They put the stickers on. So I didn't have to fear doing that because that would make me too anxious.
They look wonderful. They look really cool. All right. And yeah, they can be used also like grids to put the other quartz or other stones that you have.
Yeah.
And yeah, so actually I will make the whole room with those tiles of granite. I will put all the room like that.
There's a Metatron one too, but this is Buddha.
It's a goddess.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Wow.
Yeah, that one's lighter fizzy energy on the cheeks.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Awesome.
So yeah, you feel like called to create things like that. I know that you work with Wesley and you are building up things and creating things all the time. But the same thing, apart from your work, you feel like creating things like that. And that's what your heart is telling you. Go ahead, because often the soul wants to express through those creations. And that will deliberate yourself. I can feel this with so many things, like with cooking, playing basketball, singing sometimes, yeah, cycling, yeah, just contemplating in a river or nature, with the light languages, often, if not every time that we gather. And yeah, expression, let expression flow, because it's the best path of deliberation, the best path for freedom, to remove any obstacle that might be there blocking you from something. Creativity is what we need to come and bring through. Whenever you feel a lot of people talking about feminine energy, this is the activations we are receiving from that feminine energy that is being downloaded in the planet. Is creativity, creativity, creativity. That's why it's important that men and women start expressing more and more. It's for you guys, it's for you, it's only for you. And as is for you, and you deliberate yourself and you free yourselves, the effect that you have in your system, in your body, also affect the rest of the collective, anybody in the planet and outside of our planet. Tia nata, and in all dimensions. Tania nakata. Anything else you would like to share? Or let's go ahead with another transmission. Anybody? No? Okay. Any other intention that you would like? For example, let's start with an intention. Would you like to bring an intention, Jamie? Anything, anything for you, or anything for your family, or anything for humanity, for the group here, for anything you like, anything.
I don't really understand what you're saying. An intention for what?
An intention means a positive intention towards
Like
something.
peace, love, and harmony.
Yes, like wishing peace, love, and harmony to the planet, or wishing love for everyone in the planet. Yeah, Brother Vladimir, thank you for coming. It's wonderful always to have you here. Thank you, brother.
Thank you. Thank you,
so
everyone.
much.
I will need to leave now, but thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
Big
you.
hug to you.
Appreciate you.
Tua na kua, tayana tua.
I will see you on the next one.
So,
Blessings, brother.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Suana.
Yeah. No. My.
Oh my God. Yeah, Jamie, go ahead.
Yeah, look, I just say something about the group. It's my first time ever doing something like this. You're all very nice people. I'm going to come back and do it again for sure, 100%. And yeah, I don't know. I'd like to pick up the language somewhere along the line, but I'd say it's going to take time. But
yeah, let's put our most positive intention into it. Yeah, definitely. It's like when we end the emails, or when we end letters, we say best wishes. That's it. That's a wonderful general intention all the time. A lot of people, they do that from the mind and they just write it automatically. But there are a lot of people that when they write best wishes, they truly mean it, and you can feel it when you read the email or the letter. And it's something that we can all do for free and send the best wishes for everyone, really.
But I have to make an exception for someone. If it wasn't for Wes introduced me to this, I would have never fucking be here. but Wes, you're a legend, boy. You know, so I'll be back.
It's just basically a lot of it like spoke straight back to you, big respect, and like which I'm just sharing. You know, you're not going to share way too much, but I just said like you're super sensitive, super in tune anyway. That's why we're kind of, you know, there's little stuff. I know I didn't speak any of it, but that's why there's little stuff that you picked up. You know, you might say to me, I'm repeating what I say to you all the time, right?
Yeah.
But you know, the way intuitively you might know something, and then or before I would say it, you say what you think, and I'd say, yeah, that's the way it is. And then you'd say, yeah, that's it. So that's having like hitting those base points, like. And when I say base points, we're in a reality that we are like supposed to be constructed, as in like reality. You know, in humanity, the mass or whatever way it is conditioning or whatever. You know, I'm not going to judge whatever, but there's nothing is really it's all it's all mathematics really. And what happens is that we break beyond the mathematics and we just connect, and that's why you pick up with this, or you might pick up on that, and that's where you resonate, because you're hitting off that vibration. Because like like in a drum. Like hitting a drum, and then you go like, oh, I get that note. That's an understanding. That's why you want to understand off the other, and that's why some we'd see it in sight. Some lads might have a certain understanding, whatever it is, and that might match what we'd understand because we're at that place. Because we resonate with it. It's like, oh, this is what these guys are, and it's like, that's fine. Not even judging, but that's with that. So
yeah, like the numbers, Jamie, as well. You know, I picked up some numbers before, like my birth number and my life, my soul path, 898989. But I was going, boom. I didn't get anything from the first numbers, but those I did. And then you got something out of the other numbers as well.
The numbers, 89 is the year I was born. So 1989, I'm 33, so 89. She kept on saying 89, 89. And she kept on saying 23, 23. And the 23rd of May this year was the day before I got I had to get my dog put down because he was so sick. The 23rd of May was the day before I got him put down. So they're the connections I got, you know.
Yeah, numbers speak to you, especially on number plates as well, and synchronicity in that sort of way.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like this, Stephen. It's like if you look at this, what you just did, that's what's here. That's what's
hold on a second.
In a flow of life. And actually if you reverse it, you're on about Metatron's cube. That's in the other side. to the two of them.
If you want synchronicity, I've got some organized the same.
Yeah, super. Brilliant.
Organized.
Lazuli. Is that what it is? Looks like
it's not lapis lazuli. No, it's in fact,
that's cool.
Lazuli pyramid, but I didn't.
No,
it's
cool.
Organized.
Organized. Oh yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome.
And you sharing yours, and I thought you were talking about synchronicity.
Oh yeah. Well, this actually the symbols that are on them. It's the flower of life, and actually, Metatron's cube.
There's something quite interesting.
I don't study them, like, but
yeah, it's nice that Metatron's cube. I've got one of those decals on the granite in Metatron's cube as well, which looks really good. But I watched something on the Fibonacci sequence and numbers, and how they go, and then there's something called Panelos or something. So it's like the structure of them. And then the modality, how you can juice it. And wow, I was thinking about it in like a fuzzy magnetic way, and I was thinking, they're all codes, and they're the fractals, so it's different for everyone. And something to do with this modulus and this Personi, and that was actually Fibonacci's name, Leonardo de Pisani or whatever, Pisani numbers or something like that.
And then when you add to that, the more you start become consciously aware of awareness, really, it can. And if Jacob was here now, he'd resonate with what I'm saying now. That's what actually breaks through our sphere, because once we start becoming aware of how much you're already connected to your sphere, to the spheres, like that, it starts manifesting back to you, and it's more we start becoming aware how much we're already connected to it.
Yeah, that's why I think it's important going to stone circles and grounding it. Yeah, the thing is to ground the energy, because we're all quite hard. Yeah.
Well, once you're working with that, for me, it's if you're working with the light, you're bringing in the light, you're bringing in the information, you're bringing the understanding, you're bringing the compassion, and it rolls back out again. So when you kind of come in with that intention, when the stone circles, the stones are you could even go to the guardians that actually protect the land. They would actually be like kind of getting, they support you. Like that's from my experience.
They're pumped up. They like it. They organize it.
Yeah, they love it. They love it. They want to just bring it in. You're bringing back the light. Like bringing in the light. Just bringing in the light. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's like
light lines too.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Alana was bringing the numbers, the downloads like this in her transmission. Was like that is an example of what Wesley was saying, that everything is mathematics. Everything is like, and these circles, they all have perfect geometries, and they're perfectly sort of designed in harmony, creating the alignments of other frequencies and energies. Are beautiful, so beautiful.
What's needed in that given moment for the individual is just like a
bam, 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 bam. Yeah, Alana was like bringing those numbers, like bam, 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 bam. And she was such an example of what you say, brother. It's like bam. It was so amazing. Her transmission was incredible. Tia Natai. So you keep bringing also feeling like numbers coming through for some reason to your mind or to your heart. Write them down. Write them down. Maybe in that right moment that you are getting those numbers, they don't make sense at all. But maybe a few minutes later, 1 month later, years later, inclusively, they might make sense. And this is what happened also in this group. Sometimes we bring pieces of information that we might not have a clue why they are coming through. And at some point, the following week, or at the end of this session, someone comes with a connection with them and start sharing something else. And we are activating each other. We are reconnecting each other and becoming that wonderful grid that we all are. Tia, Stephen.
It's strange when I started to talk about Fibonacci sequence. Well, my head detached, and he kind of told me to look at it again. I went, oh shit! No, I'm 8. My daughter's 13. My grandson's 21 on birth numbers within the Fibonacci sequence.
Wonderful, so wonderful. And it's so lovely that we are talking also about numbers, because we are on the 7th of the 7th, also a very magical number. When I got the picture for this flyer, it just came across suddenly. I was just surfing in the internet, and when I saw the picture, it said something to me. It said something to me like, "This is for the flyer next week." And then, almost when the time was arriving, I think yesterday this happened, I decided to count how many pyramids are in the picture, and then I found out that there were 7. So all these synchronicities don't happen by accident. All these things, if you open your eyes, if you open your sensitivity to things that are happening around you, you will feel more and more synchronicities happening all the time, all the time. That will take you to feelings and to sense of alignments that will bring so much good to your life. Go in that direction, or feel and create that wondering feeling. What does it mean? Not from the mind, from the heart. What this mean to me? What can be this telling me? And you will feel it, like you just felt that those numbers represented the date of the birth of someone or somebody, or that it represents something else. In the same way, you will find a meaning to it. But open your heart, because there is where you're gonna feel the sense of it a lot. Tia na kuanta. And let's start with this transmission, because maybe we have time for another one, or maybe we wrap up with that one already, because we are reaching here almost 12. So so whenever you want to start, let's send this and put this intention for the best for everyone, really, in the group and everyone else on earth and everywhere.
Please, Ismail,
yeah.
may I add?
You want to add something? Yeah.
Yes, I want to ask, because you said you can set intentions.
Yeah, multiples.
Yes,
at
please.
once.
I want, if you can hold in your hearts, please. I'm healing my panic attacks, because it really bothers me.
Panic
And
attacks.
yes, and it's getting better, but I still panic. I still have panic attacks. So
Very
please,
good.
if you hold me in your hearts, I would be very appreciating it.
Thank you, Khadija, for sharing that. Anybody else who is having issues sleeping or with some health issue that you would like to add here, add it, because we will sort of include it in this transmission. So anybody wishing to add something else, please do.
I get the odd panic attack, not as many, like the very, very odd one. I get the odd one, all right. Maybe if it's maybe if I go out on a Saturday night And if I drink too much drink, and then the Sunday, you know, I might get a panic attack over too much alcohol or something. But they're very odd when I do get them. So, and you know what? They're not nice. They can be scary, actually.
Oof,
You know? So,
they're not nice at
yeah.
all. No.
No,
Because they make you feel like you're gonna die. Really.
Yeah, I've felt that so many times.
They take you to the extreme.
Yeah.
I live with them up until up until 2012. I lived with them since I was a boy up until 2012. And then there is when I got really sick, and then I started receiving assistance from an archangel whilst I was dreaming, Archangel Uriel, and then something started changing in my system. I stopped many things that I was doing before 2012, and I started looking after my body much more, after my health in general much more, and I started doing what I was mentioning before, like filling up my day with activities that they were bringing me goodness and happiness in my life. So yes, at first I was writing them down. In the beginning, I was so much attached to the previous version of Ismail that I needed to go through sort of exercises to put all in practice. And I was being guided by Archangel Uriel to write down the things that I do that bring me sadness or drain my energy, and the things that I do during the day that lift me up. So in that way, I learned how to discern what was putting me down and what was lifting me up by writing in one column all the things that they were negative to me and writing down all the positive things that were lifting me up. And by looking at those pieces of paper where I was writing everything, I was discerning everything, how in my life was interacting. And then by addressing everything, the first thing I did was to address in that way what was happening to me. And then I started just applying and replacing what was in the column of negativity. I was replacing it by other activities that they were lifting me up. And that's what I did in a practical, let's say, way. No? Luis.
I would like to add vision and eyesight, like healing the vision, like is physical and spiritual.
Wonderful. Anybody else want to ask for something? And we will do this from now on in the last transmission of the day of the group, in every week from now on. Next week will be week number 100, and then we will start doing this at the end of the session, adding and putting, like, let's say, like in a piece of paper, any ones that we want to improve or heal, we will put it in that bucket all together, and we will send love and energy and light languages to that bucket where we have all our wishes all together there. Melissa?
I wanted to send light to our dream states and our light bodies when we're in sleeping.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, a lot of us, when we are, and we are talking about panic attacks, when we are sleeping, we feel very vulnerable, and things from the past, they come to the surface, and this vulnerability together with all those things that they are coming to the surface, they are very likely to create panic attacks. They get, as you are very vulnerable and sensitive, and the issues come to the surface because the vibration in the planet is raising. That is bringing everything that was hidden and undercover is coming more to the surface. So when we go to sleep, we go completely naked to another state of being. And there, when we come across with these, let's say, traumas from the past, they come together, and that creates a massive panic attack. That's what causes also alcohol. Alcohol inhibit certain senses, especially the ones here at the forehead. And also what makes us is to be more sensitive. Haven't you seen guys that often they don't share feelings with each other, but when they drink alcohol, they become the most friendly people in the world? That's because the control from the forehead, this part of the brain, is the one that take control of things as we walk in life. It has all these survival attitudes of acting in moments that we need to act. And when we drink alcohol, that is inhibited. And then love starts flowing, creativity starts flowing. What happened with alcohol is that in the same way that has a high curve, it goes also down in a down curve. Next day is what we call hangover. So, and that contrast from being so high and happy and go next day to the hangover, that creates a lot of, let's say, imbalance or disruption in our system. In my case, because I was becoming more and more sensitive, and for the guys who are there, who still believe that being sensitive is being gay, it's not the case. Men are also sensitive. Men are also sensitive, and gays are also sensitive. I don't have a problems with gays or men or any gender, anything really, anybody. But yeah, we need to transcend already that part of considering men that they are sensitive to be gays, because that is something from the old programming still running in many men's mind. And it's really sad, really. It's really sad, because a lot of brothers cannot have the sense of brotherhood because that was broken at some point in the human history. And I can remember so much also in history how men, they were sharing their brotherhood, and that was fascinating and that was cool. Why I cannot say that I appreciate and love my brother Wesley? That means that I am gay? Well, not necessarily. No, I am not, in fact. But the thing is, if someone is gay and feels something, that's okay as well. Everybody has its own experience, its own world, its own reality. Let them be as they want to be. Yeah, but I want to really bring forth today that we are men in the group, that is something that is coming more also to the surface. Men realizing that they can be gathering in a place and be okay, be fine, and we don't have to be the alpha male all the time. Like we don't have to defend the pack. Not anymore. Not anymore. That was in times when we needed to do it for some reasons, but we don't need to do that anymore, and much less not all the time. Isawan Tantiana. So let yourself be yourself. And to me, brother Wesley coming to this group was this meaning that we keep sending to earth to all men, that we don't feel anything like that attraction that gays feel. We feel brotherhood, and that is great. That feels great. So grant yourself, treat yourself with your brothers and your friends that you have close to you. And not only when you drink, do it do it every time that you can, because we have here each other as well. We have the women, but we are also here, brothers and sisters, sharing this planet. So yeah, I believe that it's time to transcend all this bullshit that somebody or some generation put in our minds, that we have to still be this alpha male all the time. No. Maybe at some point you need to be, to defend your family, to defend your friend, to defend your brothers, but let yourself be also, and relax and calm and receive the love from brothers and sisters, because that's why it's there for. It's for a reason. There are many reasons, not only one, many reasons. And that's what we do here also. So gays, no gays, heterosexual, bisexual, whatever, you are welcome. But yes, here, love, light has nothing to do with gender or with your sexual orientation. No anymore, not anymore. Tayana kuanata. So anything else to be placed on the bucket, in the common bucket, as an intention?
Yes, please. If I can ask for strength.
Strength, cool.
I love more strength.
Cool. Yeah, and talking about strength, something really confusing humans for a long time is that being sensitive means being weak. And that's totally opposite. When you let all this energy flow through you, it brings you power, it brings you strength, it brings you. Why? Because we connect. Because we connect to each other. So we don't feel separated anymore. We feel like we are connected, and this connection means that power and courage that is even so difficult to explain with the mind. But if you feel it here, you say, oh my God, every time that we do something like this, whether it's in physical or here like this in internet, brings so much power, brings so much courage to everybody's life. And a lot of comments that I get also in YouTube when people watch the videos, and this is an example today of that. Here we are today, many men reivindicating and talking about it, and I hope that many more men come and have the courage to share whatever. It doesn't need to be a song, it doesn't need to be a poem, whatever you want, just be you. That's all about, be you natural. So strength and courage for our brother. Yes, that's placed also in the bucket. So
Okay,
anything else, Stephen?
Can we have peace, love, and harmony for Mother Earth?
Peaceful and harmony for Mother Earth. Wonderful.
And could I,
all around her.
Wonderful.
And could I, thanks very much. Could I add actually another thing, actually, just stream in light and understanding through all the streets and all the people that need it.
Yeah.
To all the families, to all the kids, to all the mothers, the grandmothers, fathers, grandfathers, yeah, and just bring in a more of a deeper understanding of whatever's going on, and bringing light to whatever needs to be.
I will add to that as complementary to all the people who are serving the planet as educators, bringing more clarity to planet Earth. Because if we educate children with good love and will, and communicating to them and treating them as beings, not as something less than what we are, and explaining to them why they are feeling the way they are feeling, bringing to them anything that we can bring to them, so that when they become older, they become the human being that they want to become, and the pain and suffering get much less in their lives. Tiana kua tainata, which is basically what Wesley said. Tatuanata. Tawanata, Juanata, Siana, Siana, Tua, Rina, Uaka, Suanta, Nitata, Ua, Asawa, Katita, Namata, Toja, Waka, Isha, Batakua, Sawataina, Kua, Tata, Diana, Uana, Haisha, Kuana, Taisha, Wanata. Suanata, Sauanata, Soatata, Tiama, Honata, Suana, Ikatawata,
Natasha Monotoya, Natasha Kamaya, Natasha Minatia, Shukura, Natasha Natata, Notoya, Totoyara, Natasha Kiminitia. Notore Natasha Notoya, Mananataya, Notoshuko, Shanatataya, Nototorini, Shikinitia, Nataya. Natasha Konotosha, Komora, Notosha, Notataya, Natasha Kanotosha, Kora, Notosha Kora. Ara Natasha Kaya Natosha Minity, Natasha Kamaya Natosha Koya Natosha Kara, Natasha Kumarenity Shikinity, Natata Yaronotosha Korenity Shikinity Shinoto, Ara Natasha Maya Natosha Mora, Natasha Koremititi, Ara Natasha Kumara Natasha Kinity, and Natasha Konotosha Kora, Natasha Kumaya Natasha Kinity, and Natasha Kunoto. Moya. Natasha Koya Natasha Kimi Shiki. I not I no toto ya nata tete toto ya tata
Wasata mai kunati utata mbayata kuta uasa iya mayata uasa sei katatu wakatana ni ye mata
Katana Tuma, Sawataita,
Kata uyata
Nonte norente norente norente
Watashi Kuantai Shi Doashita
Dulce
Nashiatai Shantai Kuantai
Uasata Amaiwata Kiwata Ayata. Kuasa. Sia.
Natasha kanano to yemini tia shukuru no to shukuna daya Natasha kumaya.
Sata. Suka. Siki.
Tia shakayene tia shukura tataya Natasha kayana to
Wata.
shakia. Arano to shamini tina natata tayoro to toya.
Ayokotu wata. Ayata. Tawasata. Sukatatiata. Matatututu watatata. Watatatututu watatatututu.
Yamatayo gore nitishi niti anotoshi more tataya natasha como yanateshi niti nataya natasha aranotoshu community anatayo gore natataya notoshu nototo yore titi yashaka
Maia una esa watana watana esa watana iana mahana yuaka taiana uana taiana wana wataya ahuataia mahatia
Ayawata. Kuata.
chuaka ia
Kiwasata uyaka.
Yanatashukuru nutushukuru yashakayineteshimia natashaka yanatashaka shukuru tututu yachishishishishishisi ayanatashaka imoshuko orututu yanotoshuka yamini tia totoyara ashiki notoshaka
Aranaku santayura sarawatatua siyanara kuatarana otanaka isiyanaratua
Kiwasata. Suka tertu. Ayayatanai. Yapapapawata. Nuwasata taummayaka.
Tawaya
Awataya.
Tuwai sawaka wataya
Ia mare na
Tahu katawa.
kumia.
Nai
Ia
ya.
natasha kore no toshe mini kiji kora. Ayana tayo kora mayana tesha kono toya mia.
Kau
Ia
tata
more
ya
hiki
ta
kini
tata
kore
ta.
mia. Ayana
Ya tata nata
kore
ya katawa.
ia natasha
Wasa ya kate.
ia
Hau
mare
wayate.
adoro no
Iana huaitau
Bye.
Hena o taene atau anae atawa Tena o mata hena hena hona he Haina kauna haina huna Ai 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 Hauna hana e Hawaka shau haine Ene haene hu Hana he anauma Haine ka wata te shakwata na katuata taya E na tapapaika tatachua na e shawaka O ne te kiwa kata Tua tatiwa Niana kuata huana kahuana Huana kahuana taisha wanata Huana hiya
naturoma.
Huana waya sawa taisha wakaisha Dan tiwaka Tua taitana Suaka taisha kuaka na tatawaka Miyaka Uaka Iwaka Unana uata Yawa masawa Uasawati Sowa tawaka taika Atakawa
Wasatai
Akwa inok ik o iana ian
Itar ita aku aika foto akatuota aka awaka tatayua nua taia
Iana tosha kore no tosha no tosha.
tatahi
Iana tosha kore ni tiana
Niana kakia na mati Nene amane sata masato Neri anaraka hori Masutai Neni netiana Tisanaka nawataya
Mawatay. Si tì nè quỳ nó quá tát tát quỳ mày
Yatta makwatata
Nakakaye na hoa haya haya
Ski tawa ta ta ya ta tu ta 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 we ka ta ya ta kunaya wa awa sa sini ai masata ya tua ya kata kini ya mai skutai
Kauma, saura,
kauma. Kunaya kata gua kata ya kata
sawataicha, watana,
namasuka si ye we tumba wataya tata umbayata kini si tata wata umbayata wata ike huka
Canta caí, conta sei, coi, conta sia, conta cassia, conta sia, conta caí, conta cahua, nanta caí.
si tai tu ma tau
Manta caô.
o tunni kani mai
Boa, nai,
sai tu
Hoshianta, ie, nahaya.
yatata mata kie wasa ni uwe uatata mayata ni ueta mayata uata bayata kiata mawasa saya daya daya mawasa ya iwe kuya ya waya siwe ni iki siwe bata whatsapp daya wa maya tuwaka kuni
Ionte, contaisi, contasia casia, da soanta caico, na santai, santoia, nasia, nawa.
wasata kuni yeke ko watata wasai nei tai pai o a sai tumba ka tuai suki tumba yata wasata o yeke ye we tumba papa papu ya ka uta kine asa wa ya tu ya kanu ta mama yuka sani who could say what the baita nick kiu was baita nie wayata huata kawasatawa hu wasata yakatuaka mame yakua tawa
Rama Mayukwa Nahina Kamataisa.
Kutia kawaya sini.
Tuhantahi, Huantasi, Huantaki, Huantai, Huantakai, Tua, Huai, No Santai, Santai, Soto, Sia, Tuanta, Santai, Ko, Ko, Ui, Ui, Nantai, Nandai, Kokoata Ie, Kokoanta Kai, Kai, Oa.
Wonderful. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for this wonderful transmission. And yes, I received that confirmation about creating from now on not only a bucket, a magic bucket, but like a wonderful, it was like what Stephen showed before, like a pyramid on the top, a pyramid in the bottom, and they open up like that. And we put all these wishes inside, we close it, we visualize the crystal, and we send all that love and light languages to it. And yeah, the bucket became that at some point in my visions. And I started not only resolving the issues that we were putting inside, but also reflecting that love everywhere else, like a crystal, reflecting like the light reflects in a crystal from in and out, and from out in. Takuana, Isia Kuata. Yeah, let's go to this part of the last part of the gathering, which is any message that you wrote down, any download that came in form of codes, or something you would like to express before we go. Please, please do. Melissa, have you got stuff?
I do. Can I just say something to Khadija first?
Of course, you can say everything you want.
I got, I don't know if you listen to like mantras, but the Ajay Ale one, that's for being in your power. And then there's like a heart meditation, heart chakra meditation, but it's like music. And I listen to that when I'm going through like difficult, I just listen to it actually all the time. It just like it enhances my frequencies. But like if I'm having to go into like dense energy or anything like that, I just have that in my ears. It's really good. And I was getting like fluorite for you, like the crystal fluorite. Like I don't know if you have that or not, but like that might be handy, getting a bracelet or just even having a crystal that you could just, is she gone?
Actually, it seems like she wasn't there.
No.
Because she wouldn't move.
No.
I was wondering, maybe she's petrified or something. But I say, how can she do that? She doesn't even blink for so long. And actually, it was her image was already well. But yeah, she can see the video later on. Yeah. I will send her a private message to watch this part of your recommendations. Do you have something more for her?
No, it was just that. It was just
so the mantras, fluorite.
Yeah, and the heart chakra meditation.
Heart chakra meditation.
That like there's other crystals, whatever she feels connected to, but I was getting fluorite for her.
Cool. I'm sure she will appreciate that.
Yeah. And
let's make your screen bigger so that everybody can see what you downloaded there. Maybe you need to move it a little bit, Melissa, maybe backwards, so that the camera creates some focusing. And keep moving, and let's see if we find a point when we can see it more clear. What is there?
like that.
Yeah, we can see now something there better. And yeah, it has a lot of connection, like I say, this language with the one that downloads Luis. Luis, do you feel this language any familiar to things that you download?
Yes, I do, except hers, they are more like more curvy.
More curvy.
You know, they have more. Yes, but yeah. Yeah,
maybe it's the same language, but from a neighbor planet, and they make it a little bit more curvy there. But yeah, if you feel in the video watching these codes that tells you something, you can write you can write that in the comment. Feel free for it, or you can contact us in Facebook as well. You will feel under the videos the ways that you had to connect with us. If you want to say a particular message to any of our brothers or sisters here present, let me know and I will put you in contact to them. I will send you the details. First, I will ask them if they are happy with me sharing their details, and obviously I will come back to you. Tatiana, Juana, Tayana. Wow. This to me looks like a lotus flower mixed with the codes that you shared before, actually, in the second code, the second section of codes. And I'm feeling that represents, or it has a lot of relation to the blossoming that is happening in humanity. How more downloads comes and how we keep expanding and evolving despite the blockages that we feel. Sometimes we are expanding and evolving a lot. Once we remove the blockages, we will be more sensitive to anything that we are meant to be sensitive. The blockages sometimes are stopping us from feeling the goodness that is within and the goodness that is out. And these symbols, yeah, like the second.
And then this one's slightly different at the bottom, but it's just
yes, wow. When this came
through, something similar.
When you and Stephen mentioned about the pyramids, I was just like, what?
What? Yeah, that's why we share these codes and symbols and things at the end, because they have usually they have a lot to do with the things that we speak or the things that we express in the group as transmission or in English as well. And that to me is very much this crystal that we put in the center, representing the masculine and the feminine coming together, gathering together, merging together, and transcending anything that has been creating separation and division in humanity. And that will be the place from now onwards where we put all our wishes and desires there for everything to manifest from now on in the group week 100. Anything else, Melissa? Message? No?
No, I just got that for Khadija.
Okay. Yeah, but Sister Melissa sometimes bring also messages like in English, like yeah, amazing messages, and I know that they will be coming more and more. I know that, love. Very much.
You know more than me.
Oof. They show me a lot. They show me a lot in the session. They show me a lot now that this is gonna be like a big band. And then Yeah, Luis, do you have any codes, any downloaded stuff? Yeah. Okay. Let's make his screen bigger. And then we move this one. Oh yeah, these are, wow. Tawatiana, watana. Did you feel, guys, like something from this? I know that at first sight, it might feel as well very abstract, but at some point, it might be bringing feelings to your hearts. So if you feel like sharing with the group, that will be awesome, because often these things that we say, they are pieces of the puzzle that we are all putting together. Tawa taita tana.
What I see is like a like a ceremony. It's kind of like a ceremony. And it's probably actually it relates to what actually Jacob was saying earlier on, and it's probably, you know, we're observing whatever's going on. Many aspects of the soul. Super job.
What
Same
I
Melissa, super stuff. So.
Yeah,
Anyway,
amazing. Amazing. I see there a mushroom. I see a mushroom there. I think Jacob mentioned that before about the mushroom. And I see there the mushroom like throwing spores everywhere, like spreading everything everywhere. Like, wow.
Great intelligence.
Yeah. Actually, once I was in a gathering, and this man started channeling the mushroom collective intelligence. And they were saying that within the plant or the fungus kingdom, they represent intelligence, like you just say, Wesley.
Yeah, great intelligence.
They gather a lot of intelligence because they are like antennas, and they actually look like antennas, the mushrooms. They look really like plants that looking like antennas. Yeah, gathering energy, sending energy. They send millions of spores everywhere in the plant kingdom. And all the energy reach everywhere. And the wind also help, of course.
Yeah, and so interconnected as well, because like you could imagine, like there's so much connections from what they're tapping into and what they're parting.
With everything.
Yeah, you know what?
With everything. It's that the physical is connected to the energetical and everything that is going on.
Metaphysical.
Everything.
Or they live in symbiosis with trees, like you have Amanita muscaria living always close to birches. You know, they love them.
Totally. Yeah. So if you ever do, Luis, a tarot deck out from these downloads, call that one, the previous one, the mushroom. Wow.
We'll all have to go to a gathering and take a load of mushies. And
yeah, I never did it before. So yeah, I always thought that I will do it sometime in the future, but I need to be surrounded by people that I really trust and people that really know what is that about. Because I'm so sensitive to substances in general. And I don't know how that is gonna react in my system.
Apparently the ones in Shetland are really potent. Like,
what's that, Melissa?
Apparently the mushrooms that grow in Shetland are really potent. And like they're everywhere. Like if I go for a walk, they're everywhere. Just like I could pick some for you.
Yes, please send me a kilo. Send me a kilo. or maybe keep some for when we meet all together.
Oh, wow.
Because we will have that delicatessen from Shetland.
Just be careful when you're driving, or if you get on foot lane, you might before you meet the police, you might want to go.
And maybe you see many motorways, no, in many directions.
Yeah. Yeah, you might want to do it like in the mind, just to kind of run away, I'll say away.
I think it's gonna be cool with you guys. I really want to do that. I knew always that I will meet the people one day that I can do that with. But it hasn't happened yet. But this resonated in my heart a lot. In one of these light language gatherings, we walking through the forest or wherever we are, and having an awesome experience. Satawata tiana, ianakawata. Sacred plants. We don't take drugs. We only take sacred plants. For all of you watching the video. So what is this next one, Rhys? Hatuana iya wataiana. Wow, I don't know why I fell Atlantis. Tawaina wataikata for some reason. Hia wakautamia ikawata. Something to do with Atlantis and even yeah, go ahead.
I see another kind of like a formation of a ceremony again, but it's kind of working on a kind of like, you could say many different sub-axis points and then transfer through, because that's what happens to ceremonies anyway, no?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and many realms collaborating, actually.
Yeah,
also the angelic realm.
Nice, very nice.
And I see a frog in the bottom. I see like a coated frog.
Sacred toad, isn't it?
Yeah. A sacred toad. Yeah.
The one that you kiss and have 5 Mio DMT in her saliva.
The magic touch.
This one in the yellow, like with the blue around it, I actually feel like that's like a light being.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like
that one there in the right.
Yeah. I feel like that's like a being.
Full of golden light. Hatuata. Beautiful. Yeah, wonderful. So this is something that Brother Luis download, or he started downloading whilst he's listening to these transmissions that we do. Is this from today, Luis, or from other day?
All from today.
All from today. Wow, you've been busy.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Wow.
Some
numbers
as well.
Tua iana wata iana. Imagine that you dial this in your mobile and you start talking to an ET. It's just a telephone. Download it. Oh, Matuana, Uanatai. I don't know what it is. Often I make jokes like this, and sometimes they are true. Yes, they say that whenever we make jokes, we say a lot of truth as well. And children also do this a lot.
It looks like there's actually, it is like a multi-dimensional code form anyway, but Well, they are all are really, aren't they? But it looks like there's kind of numbers, and then it looks like two different timelines, you know? So if you look at the black, I'm just see, I'm only have a small phone here, but you see the black, the black coded right at the top, and then there's like there's underlining then of information, and then it looks like there's another timeline underneath it.
Yeah,
that's what I see just there. Like, yeah, the numbers. It is numbers there, actually. It's it's interesting. That's what I'm saying. It's like they're like timelines, no?
Yeah.
And then all the information in between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they are telling me also that in some places they speak with sequences of numbers. That's how they don't have alphabet. They depending on the sequence they create with numbers, they communicate with each other. Tawa, taiana, waiata. And sometimes they combine codes like Luis just does. Tiara. And I also feel how our star, our sun, connect also with many other dimensions outside of our solar system. And goes on and on with other stars. Tiana, Uana, Tiana. And the black holes, are not empty. The black holes are interconnected links between universes. And any black hole can take you to a different multi-universe. The human hasn't yet discovered that or traveled through. And once they have traveled through, they have continued traveling because they've been so fascinated with what is in the other side that they decided to keep traveling. Well, yeah, I will do the same. If I get through a black hole and I start exploring other stars and other places, maybe I don't come back. Wonderful. Yeah, multi-dimensions. That card can call the multi-dimension. Hatuana. It will be so cool if he does this tarot deck.
I have two more. This and another one.
Wow.
I see a connection to the trees. Maybe it's a different interpretation of it, of course. But
connection to the planking.
I see a connection to trees. Yeah, like an electronic connection. In a way, I see.
Oh yeah. And how they connect underneath, also with other things and other beings. Tiana. Intra-terrenal, intra-earthly beings. Beings that live also within the earth. But they've proven already that the trees communicate with each other through the roots. And that when a tree is sick or ill, the one other tree in the surrounding send enzymes or energy or something that they need for the other to heal. So they communicate under the earth with each other. They are not disconnected as we think that they are. They connect with each other, and they have proven that with in scientifically. Yeah.
It said the Druids got their work with the intelligence of the trees because it's the interconnection of the trees. And supposedly there was a time when they lost their power of that interconnectedness when the trees were cut. So I think it was the Romans came in actually, because there was supposed to be a branch of connection from Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and England, and they were supposed to be like, I would imagine, super like intuitively connected and probably doing otherworldly stuff. But supposedly like they came in and chopped down the especially parts of England actually. And what's that? Was a place they called Anglesey, over towards I think Peter might have brought it up, or Steve might have said it.
Yeah. Is that place that Steve mentioned? Yeah. Anglesey or something like that.
Wales. Wales,
yeah.
There's supposed to be like a lot of the spots. That was supposed to be where they all met. That's what it's supposed to be all supposed to have connected.
Like a low line, no? Like a low line of connection there.
Yeah, I'd say like a gathering. So they all gather.
Yeah,
they all gather.
Yeah. They tell me also that they do connect trees, they do connect the above, what is above and what is below.
And even with the language, communication with the language, like the streams of communication that comes through from the trees through us.
And they are using already technology that they can put like sensors to the trees, and somehow they use a technology that there is music coming through. They found that not only they demonstrated that they are alive sending frequencies, but they also using this type of technology that, let's say, that interpret those frequencies that they are sending, they are capable to send and to create music. So maybe many of the things that people see or feel when they take a mushroom, they are not only product of the imagination or of the substances that the plant has, but I'm pretty much certain that they have this ability to open our senses to these things that plants do already. And one day we will discover that they don't only sync or send frequency, but they also send colors, because colors are also frequencies, and everything is there. What the naked eye just don't see that just yet. Some people already see that, and some other people, when they take the mushroom, they see it very clear. So I might put very much my hand on the fire that this is true, and that one day we will discover that what we have thought that was product only of our imagination, because we are taking a mushroom or something, wasn't actually a product of our imagination, but in some levels or in some dimension, it actually is there and exists.
And actually, adding to that, it was actually, I noticed back in 2011 when I was living in Toronto, because there's certain trees that was outside. I used to actually smoke at the time. I just go to have a cigarette, and I think it was like within a few months, but I noticed the trees were actually neutralizing a lot of, like, you know, what people are going through. So people might be aware of it, but they're like, you know, what people are playing through their mind, trees are actually neutralizers. So they're like,
totally,
they're able to interweb, like, if people are going through stuff. That's why nature is so beneficial to harmonize people's state of being, really.
Yeah,
they were able to, like, weave and neutralize the thought process. And I've noticed, like, not even certain, so that's why I started to notice even certain areas when I moved to other parts of it, the trees were like, they're kind of like guardians. They are guardians, actually. They're kind of guardians of areas as well. So they're neutralizing, they're neutralizing consciousness, really. So if people are going through like hard times, they're like what they're saying about hugging the trees as well. That's a perfect example. Like, it's, you might think it's mad, but
that's why we feel as new when we spend the day or an afternoon, or the longer we spend there in the middle of the forest or somewhere. We come back like completely cleansed. like lighter. No?
Yeah.
The effect that also has the sea. No, when we go to the sea and we swim and then we lie on the millions and millions of crystals that the sand is made of. We might have a little nap, and just having that little nap, we wake up like we have slept for thousands of hours, and we feel clean and new as well. This is what is in nature, that we still have so much to discover and understand. But it's there, the fact that we haven't proved that completely scientifically, that doesn't mean that doesn't exist, because every human being feels it. It's not only sensitive people. I have seen people who are the type of person that you will say they don't have feelings, well, but they still go to nature and they still come back feeling much better and with a smile in the face. So somehow it's affecting them in many ways.
And that's just that representation of nature again, no? You're returning to what already is. So like, where are the aspects of nature? The more we start recognizing, understanding it.
Exactly.
Understand yourself.
Exactly. And respecting it.
Yeah. Walking with that. So you are.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rock and roll. Thanks very much again. Thanks everybody here. Thank
you, brother. Thank you.
And I wish everybody like
Thanks,
lots of
enjoy your week. Enjoy your week.
Thanks, Lewis. Super. Yeah. No, you too.
Thanks so much.
Yeah. Thanks. Bye.
See you guys. I'm gonna stay just a little bit, telling to people what I see on this in this codes, and then I wrap up. So you are free to go if you feel like going. Yeah, personally, thank you for coming. Much love to you. It's been wonderful to meet you, guys, and I hope to see you another time here, or maybe having some mushrooms.
Sounds like a plan.
Big hug to you all.
Bye.
Bye. So here, Luis, I see some sort of this type of medallion that the priest carried to the altar. But obviously not related to the religion as Christian or Catholic, but much more like representing all humanity and all the beings in the galaxies, all coming together in union and connection. So it's like some sort of communion. Takuana, ianata. Not all things from Christianity are true, but not all things from Christianity are false either. So there are many things that those that vibrate and resonate is because they have some truth and relation to yourselves and to humanity in some way. Those that resonate to you is because they have some meaning somehow in your system or in your being. Sometimes things, they have meaning for you, but it's just not the time for you to get those meaningful things. But trust that there is for everything a divine timing. And if you don't have anything to say more, thank you to all of you. And I look forward to meet you once again. Thank you, Luis. Thank you. Jacob, no?
Everything.
Yes. Thank you so much,
Nice
lads.
to meet you, Jacob.
Thank you so much, Ismail.
Brother.
Have a good night.
You too, guys. Bye. Bye. Good night.
Istaka korok ata, erat akulo Otorok antaka. Itorok antakarak itorok. Astatarak ahun.